here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And I want to welcome you here this evening to the simple ways to financial freedom. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk about it in 2022 because we're going to have financial problems worldwide. And again, welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it.
Hey SSN fam, it's Auntie Val. I didn't make it to LA, still here in Florida, but that's okay. I'm here at Bo Camper's legendary Miami Dolphins player, his joint. Repping my Bengals to win. Game's about to start any second now, but I'm also repping SSN Nation. Let's go Bengals, Hoo-day! I just wanted to thank everyone for all the love and all the support. And the same thing goes back to you guys. All the love, all the support. Go Bengals.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in case you missed the Professor Auntie Val video message from yesterday with all the love, all the support, with the strength, there we go. You had to see it. I had to surprise her. I know I might have embarrassed her tonight, but nonetheless, it was sweet. It was very nice. And thank you so much for the support and repping the SSN gear. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a simple plan. Can we make it a simple plan? Because as you guys know, like I was saying before, the person responsible for the number one financial investment of 2021 was Professor Auntie Val with the Strong Block edition, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed that video, you got to go check it out. All right. So, simple ways to financial freedom in the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And it's not too late, ladies and gentlemen. And you, of course, you know how I feel about it. You got to invest in yourself, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what, you're giving your money out to the banks, to the 401ks, to the stock market. You sometimes have to invest in yourself. That might mean making your own businesses. Get your own streams of income that you can control, that somebody can't take away from you. Those are the things that you want to try and get your hands on, that type of passive income. And now we're talking about it. Since I mentioned Strong Block, I got to mention that. But let's see who's in the house tonight. First up, please smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? So the YouTube gods know that we have people in the house. And you're letting them know you're in the house. And let's see who's in the house here as well. It is Professor Auntie Val. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And she has the tagline in tow. Good evening, fam. And again, the heart's there. The support with the strength is there. But she added the football, ladies and gentlemen, because, you know, she's a diehard Bengals fan. And they just came up short. And like she said, got to question some of those calls in the fourth quarter with under 2 minutes left. But nonetheless, the trophy's been awarded once again. And with that face, I agree. Now, I picked the Bengals because Joe Burrow has always been doing the damn thing, except yesterday, Joe Burrow, and I don't know who's coaching the Bengals offense, but somebody, please explain to me. I got to talk about this for a second. Hold on. Because it's simple ways to success. I repeat, simple ways to success. And somebody's going to have to start telling me when I have the ball and it's like a minute and 2 or a minute and 5 seconds left, and I throw a pass and we go down the field 20 or 30 yards. Somebody better tell me why we're not running down the field and spiking the ball so we can stop the clock. Somebody, please explain this to me. Somebody also explain to me how I can have 2nd and 1 and I don't actually run a play so I get a first down? Somebody explain this to me. I throw a long pass that goes out of nowhere. Nobody's there. So now I got 3rd and 1 and I still don't run a play so I can run like I've been running all night. 1 yard probably is not going to be a problem. We know we're in 2-down territory, but I need first down. So somebody's going to have to explain these last plays. Also, who ran that play, he needs to be fired. This is craziness that I saw. This is supposed to be professional football. And so you guys understand why I don't watch football no more, because of this kind of nonsense right here. And of course, it all plays into these ticky-tack touch fouls that my man from U of F, Chris Collinsworth, said, they don't call these ticky-tack fouls, at least not until now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enough with that fired up nonsense that I saw last night, but we're going to congratulate the Rams just like Auntie Val said. And oh, by the way, I have to put on the hat too. SSN Nation, F average, be legendary. That's what we're trying to be around here, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, simple ways to financial freedom. It's not that hard. And I'm going to start with the simple things. Number one investment of 2021 was Strong Block. Why? Because you get 10% of the Strong Block coin price every single day. And the Strong Block coin price, when it's $450, $45 is coming the next day. When it's $500, $50 is coming the next day. You start doing this average about, let's just keep it simple, $40 times 30, $1,200 a month passive income. Passive income, ladies and gentlemen. Some people say it doesn't exist. Well, it exists, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to get your money into the right investment vehicle. So I had to talk about that tonight. So you can go to strongblock.com or search the channel and check out some of the Strong Block. Now, let's get into whoever else is in the house tonight before I get banned with wearing that shirt, because, you know, they don't like us telling the truth around here. And look who else is in the house. Victor Marrero is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Mondays live stream. He has the icon next to his name, just like Professor Auntie Val. That means they're a member of the channels, ladies and gentlemen. And he has his tagline in tow, hello all. And he says, let's do this. And that's what we do every live stream, because it's an open live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Members of the channel with the icon, they can join me on the live stream. That's right. You don't have to show your face. There's an icon. You can come in, but the only way you're going to get that link means you're a member of the channel. It's on the community tab on the YouTube channel page. All right. We're talking about making money already with the Strong Block. You know what? We're going to keep talking about that in a second. Look here. Robbie D Solutions also has the icon next to his name, which means he's a member of the channel. And welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And it's also DJ Robbie D around here, ladies and gentlemen, because he plays that music. He's a DJ, and he's got his lines. Hello, SSN Nation. Hope all is well. Yes, DJ Robbie D. All is well here in the SSN Nation. Why? Because the future is your oyster. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Even though you may not believe what I'm saying right now, don't think of everything being bad. Prices are going up. You're thinking, Eric, that's not good. Inflation is going up because of the prices going up. You're saying, how could this be good? Well, let's put it this way. The federal 1%ers, they're going to have to take an L for temporarily, a temporary L, meaning the Federal Reserve is going to raise interest rates. That's right. And you're thinking, Eric, man, that's not good for us. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you just so you get this straight, because it's simple ways to financial freedom. We're going to align that out. Number one was passive income, and you can do Strong Block. You can also do Power Node. Same thing. Buy 10 coins of Power Node, stake it, and you get like 10% a day. Same thing. Drip. Also, these are all crypto. Get your free $10 of crypto, a BTC, down below in the description underneath from Coinbase. All right. You want to get $5, Shiba, Dogecoin, ADA, whatever. You can get that from Webull, because they now have crypto on their site. Free $5 down below in the description. Get your link, right? Share the link so you get even more freebies. That's all you have to do, ladies and gentlemen. That's passive income. That's financial freedom. You don't even have to work for some stocks. Okay, that's one way to do it. But we're going to talk about it some more, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't want you guys coming into the SSN Nation and we aren't delivering some answers for you right off the top. All right, here goes Victor Marrero at Auntie Val. Good job. Really enjoyed that short video. It was a good game. The halftime show was outstanding. Oh, my. I told you guys on Friday Night Live, I told you it was going to be California Love. It's going to be nothing but one of the best iconic Super Bowl halftimes of all time. And they pulled it off, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, with the Eminem and 50 Cent and Kendrick Lamar, that was just added little texture to it, but it was off the charts. You got to give it up for all parties that were involved in this, even from the dancers, stage, music, artists. It was off the charts. Everybody was on point too, by the way. Incredible. You guys should replay that, and you will notice certain things like when the Dr. Dre and Snoop and Eminem and all these guys are walking around. The cameramen almost missed that they're in each of the little blocks. They're actually doing some little fun stuff, but they almost miss it. So you guys got to check it out. It's pretty cool. But anyhow, let's get with it. That was perfection, ladies and gentlemen. And they practiced for weeks. All right. No joke. These guys are perfectionists. That's why they're superstars. All right. They were on point. Let me know what you guys thought, because outstanding, I think, is an understatement. All right. Let's see. And yes, Auntie Val. Hi, Victor. Halftime was lit. Yeah, you got that right. It was off the freaking charts. Hey, Boston SSN fam. Vanessa Comagate is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Vanessa Comagate is here with the icon next to her name, has her taglines in tow. Hey, Boston SSN fam, I'm feeling real Los Angeles today. Yes, she was rooting for the LA Rams. She was rooting for them, and they came through at their home. All right, you guys know how I feel about this. The NFL's been trying to get the Rams a title in LA for a freaking long ass time. They finally pulled it off. They got them back again. So anyhow, they pulled it off. They did what they needed to do under the circumstances. And oh, by the way, I'm not going to let the other side of the fence drop either, because that was a whole makeup call. What happened at the end of the game? Because the Bengals wide receiver did a face mask to pull the DB one direction, so he caught the ball and went in for that score. I don't know how that wasn't a flag either, quite frankly. So it went both ways. So there you have it. So nobody can really be upset about what happened. Crazy. But anyhow, yeah, congratulations to the LA Rams. That's right, Auntie Val. You got to congratulate the victor when they win. Can't be salty, really. Hey, Professor Val. All right. Auntie Val, what's good, sis? Showing the love in the house. Brian P., welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Very happy to see you again. He says, hey, Eric, which crypto app to use for when you fill your taxes? No, I don't use a crypto app when I file my taxes. Quite frankly, I haven't done my taxes for the crypto because, wait a minute, have I withdrawn any crypto? I don't think so. So there you have it. There is some programs for that. I haven't gotten into it yet. I do know there's some programs, but they're incomplete so far because when you're dealing with DAOs, with the rebase and things like that, it's not accounting for it. And so far, there's nobody reporting any of the rebases. What I tell you guys. So what I'm trying to say is, who's reporting the rebases and who's sending you a tax form where you're going to have to file? Those are the $1 million questions. And so far, there's been confusion, again, because even Coinbase, Robinhood, Webull, Cash App, are they sending out the forms for people? And there's confusion because some people aren't getting forms, and especially on these rebases, they're not sending out forms. So therefore, do you really have to file taxes when it's not even being tracked? It's not even being tracked. So again, I don't have an answer for you, unfortunately, Brian P. I've researched it a little bit, but I haven't delved into it yet. But that's simply because of my life that's been happening over the last 30 days. So now that I finally am seeing some other side to what's happened to my family recently, I'll be able to start getting back into that tax situation, which I do need to find out. All right. So that's plain and simple. So check with me probably in about a week to 10 days on one of the live streams, and I'll address it because I'll be more involved with it and understand what's happening. All right. So hopefully that helps. Super Rich 2030. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, hello, everyone. Does anyone know private lenders that do 100% financing for fix and flips? Oh, yes. Wilson Koo will be in the house. QuickEasyFunds.com. And the reason why Super Rich 2030, because you can do the rehab loan after resale value. ARV, people use it differently, but nonetheless, what I mean by that is, give me an example of what you're talking about. What we're talking about, I'll give you an example. Let's just say you found a $300,000 apartment and it needs rehab. So therefore, you can buy it for, let's say, $260. Make it easy, $260. But after you repair it and it's done, it's going to be worth $350. All right. Well, guess what? You can get 100% funding for that based on after value. So since the value is going to be $350, they will give you the $260 plus the rehab money. Yes, it's possible, but you know you're going to need a credit score for that. You know that, right? More than likely. But if Wilson Koo gets into the SSN Nation tonight, I guess you're going to find out. I'm pretty sure. I just don't know what the actual number is. I believe it's 680. So that's what you would need to make that happen at 100% Super Rich 2030. You found the right location. Nice to see you once again, though, because you found it already before. Thanks for asking the question. Maria Barnes is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And Maria Barnes, half of the Cool family. This is Miss Cool, ladies and gentlemen, or Mrs. Cool is what I'm going to call her from now on. That's right. So there must be a Mr. Cool. We're going to talk about that in a second. And she says, good evening, SSN family. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Oh, how could I forget? Happy Valentine's Day, everyone, after Maria Barnes says it. Thank you so much, Maria Barnes. I mean, Mrs. Cool. Thank you so much for being here this evening. And lo and behold, look at here. The man with the icon next to his name, otherwise known as Laverne Penix, and AKA, this is Mr. Cool, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I saw Auntie Val video. It was cool. Now, let's make some money is his tagline, ladies and gentlemen. And he knows what we're talking about because he's over there in the DR with Mrs. Cool, handling business, making his investments for that passive income from real estate, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's simple ways to financial freedom. It's just that you're going to have to use a little bit of your hard-earned money and make these little investments over time, just like Mr. and Mrs. Cool's doing, and 30 other people in the SSN Nation who have invested in real estate outside of the country in the Dominican Republic. All right. So you make those little investments now, 0% interest. Then they finish building it within 1 to 2 years from now. Then you put it up on Airbnb, VRBO, and now you have passive income while you're sitting drinking pina coladas on another beach around the world, and you done rented out your property. That's how we do passive income number 2, ladies and gentlemen. That's easy, right? Simple, easy. But again, Laverne Penix, thank you so much for being here once again. Very nice to see you. I appreciate it. With the icon, Vanessa Comagate, my favorites, my Kendrick Lamar. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. You got that right. Right on time. We're going to be all right. When we ain't forgetting about Dre. I love it. Halftime, iconic, off the charts, best one that I've seen in a long time. All right. Diesel Mike is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live streams with the icon. Good evening, Eric and SSN family is his tagline. Good evening to you too, Diesel Mike. Very happy to see you once again. I appreciate it, especially with the icon. And by the way, if you guys like what we're talking about so far, please subscribe to the channel and then click the all notification bell, because even though we have 13,000 subscribers, they only send out like 800 to 1,000 notifications. That's it. So once again, how many people actually saw the trailer today, and how many people received notification from YouTube that the live stream started? Let me know. All right. Vanessa Comagate, without revealing too much, found 2 duplexes in Florida. Fingers crossed. Vanessa Comagate, I like your style. The woman has been looking and searching, and so far, every time she's put in a bid, the price has increased because other investors have come around and said, oh, well, we're going to pay another $50,000 to $100,000 or $150,000 more. Why? Because a lot of those investors are the top 10 percenters who got free money from the government. So they can pay whatever because their interest rates are 0.25. So you don't really care how much things cost when your interest is 0. So when we do the pre-construction properties and our interest is 0 while we're paying, that's beautiful. And if the price goes up while we're paying 0% interest, money is losing buying power, which gives us a plus again. It's all working in our favor. And that's why I started out saying, ladies and gentlemen, the best is yet to come, because prices are going up. Everything's happening. Things are getting crazy. But you know what that entails? That means somebody's going to feel some pain. You know who's going to feel the pain? Those of us who have not prepared. And right here in the SSN Nation, you guys, shh, you've been preparing all along. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Everything I've been talking about for the last 3.5 years, I've been preparing you for when things go bad. You still have revenues coming in, and you also are on your way to getting assets that they can't take away from you, because even in a bad environment, I'm still going to say it again, I have a 50%, 60%, 40%, 30% loan to value real estate. It doesn't matter what the economy is. We will still have it. We will still get funding, and we will still be able to rent it out. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Calculated, all calculated. So it's simple ways to financial freedom. We're going to stay on this topic all day today. And it's not too late, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Because you know we had a new member of the channel. G Code 410 is here. He says, you know what? Let me get on some of these real estate deals because I can see the power of passive income. Let me start now. He's got it right. Start now, ladies and gentlemen, not later. It's not too late, because prices are going to go up. But let me tell you one other thing. Here's the beauty of this also. Here's the beauty of this. And by the way, Vanessa Comagate, best of luck on getting this. I know it's rough out here because prices still have not dropped enough. But Brian P says, thank you. Well, thank you, Brian P, for answering the question. And like I said, in the next 10 to 14 days, I'll have more answers for you regarding the crypto. So come back and ask again on a live stream, and I'll have the answer for you. All right. So hello, SSN family from Silverman Fox is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live streams. And you have the icon next to your name, which means you're a member of the channel. And that also means you can join me on any live stream. And that also means on the Wednesday night live stream, only members with the icon can be in the chat room. Everybody else, you're just going to have to watch. And please share the videos, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, I lost my train of thought of where I was going, but we were talking about real estate, 0%. We were talking about investing. That's 2 ways we talked about strong block, power node, drip network with crypto. Then we talked about getting your real estate assets that you can rent out in high rent areas. And oh, by the way, I did not address the numbers. That's right. I didn't address the January numbers for Punta Cana area, Dominican Republic visitors, tourists that arrived. It was not 600,000 like I had anticipated. It's not higher either, but it was in the 500,000s again, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. 500,000 visitors in the Dominican Republic. How many do you think went over to the Punta Cana? Well, if everything goes according to plan, around 60. So that means 300,000 people in the Punta Cana area. That means people were renting out their condos, renting out their villas. And I'm happy to report that people started increasing their prices. Primaveral, of all places. There's a guy over there who has a pool in the backyard, a barbecue grill in the backyard, and he was renting his for anywhere from $150 to 120. But get this, another person has said and doing what I suggest. He has the same unit, no pool, no barbecue in the backyard. Across the street is the community pool and seating area. Instead of charging 150 like his counterpart, he said 230, ladies and gentlemen. I said, raise the roof. Somebody understands economics. Raise the roof. You're coming over here during prime time. I got a, a 4-bedroom that sleeps like 8, 9, 10 people. And I'm across the street from the pool. I don't need a pool in my backyard. The guy paid roughly about 120 probably, or 110. Well, actually, since his is built, he actually probably paid 80. But nonetheless, he either paid 80 or 100,000 because his is built, which means he bought it, already had it set up last year. So he's like, I'm getting 230. He already has reviews, so some people have been paying his prices. Meanwhile, that other guy that was doing the 150, he's no longer doing 150. He raised his prices to 190. I said, there you go. Now you're talking. See what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? That's how it works. So then everybody starts realizing they're leaving money on the table. This guy's over here was renting for 230 while other people are renting for 120, 130, 150. Dude's making $80 more per day than these guys. And then finally somebody slapped him and said, hey man, wake up. What are you doing? This guy's over here getting 230 a night and you're only charging 120, 130, 150? And you got a pool in your backyard and a barbecue grill and he has none of that? You better step it up. You're leaving money on the table. That's what we don't want here in the SSN Nation. We don't want you leaving money on the table. All right. Silverman Fox giving the LOL. All right. Wishing you a successful deal, Vanessa. Exactly. We're hoping, crossing our fingers. Thank you, sis. We were praying. All right. I have people looking for properties, houses, and acres in Florida for sale by owners. Yeah. That's the reason why prices are 20% more year over year. Every year for the last 2 years, real estate prices have went up about 20%. And that's why this demand right here, everybody's trying to get in. But the dirty little secret is, which I'll probably do a video about, is that there's all-time record highs in foreclosures, ladies and gentlemen. The rug is about to be pulled. And so them getting in people to buy homes at these prices, not duplexes, but homes, single family homes, and then live in them, the rug's about to be pulled because values should decrease. And again, we're talking about 4 to 5 months is what I was saying. And I think I had somebody else on one time who said a year from now. But anyhow, nonetheless, sometime in the next 12 months or less, I think it's only going to be a matter of 4 months. But there's numbers that you guys don't know about. And that's because there's record highs in foreclosures. And they're keeping it like, shh, don't tell nobody. All right. Diesel Mike, the South Central, Compton, Long Beach from the 80s, 90s. Snoop and Dre is long gone. Prime real estate now. Oh, you ain't lying. You are not lying, Diesel Mike. It's prime time for sure. It's superstars in the house now. Hell, all those locations are, well, for lack of a word, gentrified. But what is gentrification in reality? It's always going to go that way, no matter where you are in any country. If there's a rundown neighborhood, somebody's going to step up and buy that area cheap. And you don't think they're going to put back in the same rundown crap. No, they're going to put in high-end stuff so they can get people that want to spend more money. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to say this. And that's why it's a shame that if you do happen to be in a what they call a low income area, it's of the utmost importance, which they don't feel, to keep your neighborhood clean, trash off the streets, lawns mowed, cars not on blocks and in driveways and leaking oil. See, that is actually contributing to your neighborhood going downhill when it's left unattended. And people don't understand this. They move into a neighborhood and it's kind of cool. And then they go, oh man, don't worry about that. I need to leave my car on the lawn. No, don't worry about that. We're going to do weekend mechanics work. We're going to have 3 or 4 cars over here jacked up, oil in the driveway. Don't worry about that. We got trash all over the place, up and down the street. All of a sudden, your values go down. Yeah, I don't want to fix the gutters on my house. I don't want to mow my lawn. F you. I own my stuff. You ain't going to make me do what I don't want to do. And I'm like, dude, you're decreasing the value of the property. Good God Almighty. But don't worry. Somebody's going to come and buy this garbage one day, and then you ain't going to be able to live in the neighborhood because now everything's going to cost more. I'm just saying. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why they're able to gentrify locations. So if everybody said, you know what, I don't really care, like old school, I don't really care I live in the worst neighborhood, but we got clean streets, we don't mess around, everything is up to par, and then those people reap the rewards for the other neighborhoods that are a block or 2 or 3 over when they start going up in value, and then they get the values instead of getting gentrified. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, enough of that grandstanding that I'm doing. Mr. De La Cruz is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. I'm very happy to see you once again. Another DR real estate investor is in the house. Simple ways to financial freedom. That's one of them. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for being here once again. Mr. De La Cruz, they're building 4 new properties on the same block. So we shall see. Oh my, Vanessa Comagate getting that ride. She might be able to get in on a property that is built already, and now they're building new properties with higher values and a higher price point and get some appreciation. That's beautiful planning there, Vanessa Comagate. I got to give you credit. Vanessa Comagate, congrats. Be prepared to make an offer yesterday or you'll be late. You got that right. Thanks, Morel. Trust me, we were on it. Was on the phone with the Coup man as well. Oh, there we go. That's why Mr. Coup's not here yet. Trim, we're going to find out about that after value. The man 2424, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And he says, what do you think about renting out higher end single family properties? Straight off that question, highly recommended, always recommended, because bottom line is when you do high end properties, the people that can afford high-end properties, they don't give a damn what the economy's doing because they don't have to. So they still will pay the high-end amount for it. All right. Is there a strong rental market for $4,000 a month rental properties? Hey, the man, 2424. Where are we talking? So, okay, let me know where you're talking, what area you're talking about, where these high-end single-family properties are. I'm going to tell you something right now. Phoenix Vacation Home Rentals. Phoenix Vacation Home Rentals. If I had a 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom home in Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale area more specifically, $4,000 a month, hell no. Try $6,000 a month. $7,000 a month. That's right. The company, you guys, I'm affiliated with them, right? So here's what happened. There are back at, let's call it 10 years ago, the guys were over doing what they're doing. The 1%ers were over there. They're like, let me go buy a house in Scottsdale. They were getting the 4- and 5-bedroom homes for around $400,000 and then turning around, putting them on Airbnb. Okay, that was great. But there's also another market where people say, hey, I want to rent a home, and I want to rent a home January, February, March, and April in the Scottsdale area. So for the last like 6-7 years, Phoenix Vacation Rental Homes, they had these 4- and 5-bedrooms, call them the 6,000 series. And those people all of a sudden yanked all their listings and sold their properties. So this year, because I have a 4-bedroom condo. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I never mentioned these kind of things. But 4-bedroom condo availability in Scottsdale. The guy said, hey, Eric, would you field these inquiries for the 6,000 series since you actually have a 4-bedroom that can sleep like 10, 12 people? I said, okay. starting in January of this year, you would not believe what happened. Even though I could not even fill their orders. And the reason why I could not is because these people were sending me these things talking about, I need January and February. The rate is $6,900 a month. So they already know that. But they're like, I need January and February. They're prepared to pay $15,000 to stay in Scottsdale for 2 months. But I don't have the availability for 2 months straight because my unit is for short-term rentals, generally for a week, 10 days. So I had a week or 10 days in January, February, and March already booked. So I couldn't give these bookings. How many did I get? Not one, not two, not three, not four, about 25. So if I would have had a 4 or 5 bedroom high-end home, it would have been well more than $4,000. One of these days, maybe on Wednesday Night Live, I'll pull up my account and I'll show you the properties and you guys will be shocked. So yeah, 4,000 in certain areas, no problem. Like in the Bay Area, for instance, 4,000, no problem. Scottsdale, Arizona, no problem. You're going to get more than that for a month in the high primetime, high-end properties. So yes, it's all doable, man. And quite frankly, I have no problem. I tell everybody, if you can get high end, that's why we're anxious to see what's going to happen in the Punta Cana area. Because like I said, Victor Marrero, he has a property in Cana Rock on the Hard Rock Casino grounds. He has his condo there. That is considered like high end, the Hard Rock, because it's all inclusive and it's awesome. But they have a beach club and restaurants and things like that. We don't know if that's going to be considered high end after it's all said and done for the condos. But if it ends up being high end, instead of charging like one of the people that live there, the Cana Rock condos, which is not where Marrero's is, he has the Galaxy. But the Cana Rock condos, there's a lady giving her rental away for $99 a night. Even though the hotel during the Soul Fest was charging like $1,000 a night for a studio hotel room. And I was like appalled because she should have been charging $300-400 a night easily, but she wasn't. So now her listing doesn't even show up anymore. It's probably somebody just said, can I just stay here for 2 months or something at a $99 a night? I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that's the problem. So if you have a high-end property, you got to charge high-end. And so now we don't know. So if that ends up being high-end, Marrero's going to be able to charge more money. And that's why we're anxiously waiting to see what's going to happen in Vista Cana. Because if Vista Cana turns out being high-end and we have 2-bedroom units, now instead of charging maybe $125 to $150, $175 for 2-bedroom units, if it turns out it's high-end, we might be able to get into the 300s per night. Might be able to get into the 340s per night if it ends up being high-end for a 2-bedroom, and especially if I have a penthouse or something, or a villa in there. A villa could then be $400, $450 a night if it ends up being high-end. So this is why you always try to get high-end real estate. Miami, pre-construction, downtown, lofty Brickell, high-end. 501 residences, another condo already approved for Airbnb, VRBO, and short-term rentals and set up for that. High-end. You can charge $500-600 a night for a studio unit. They're already in downtown Miami. Never mind if you're on the water. You're on the water, lofty Brickell. Yes, you're going to be able to charge $500 or $600. Bring your boat, come up to the dock. Simple ways to financial freedom, but you have to know about it and you have to make that move. All right. Okay, let's talk about it. The-Man 2424. Thank you for asking that question. And I'm a staunch advocate. You want to go high end versus low end. All right. There's nothing wrong with low end. But the point of the matter is you can charge more always if your property is valued in the A property. Let's just put it that way. A, B, C, D. You want A if you can get it. And so far, there's a lot of us right now downtown, in downtown Punta Cana. Some of those properties may be deemed high end. But I'll tell you what, the beach in downtown Punta Cana, it is looking high end. And what's going on there could set the tone for everything, because I think they're going to be able to charge like $350, $400 and something a night. I think The way they're making it look. A3 Saval, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Hello, everyone. Money Monday. Let's get it. Thank you so much. Another member of the channel making investment moves. All right. Now I knew he's going to bring this up because I didn't check the DR paper today. Under tourism, Dominican Republic diversifies. Historic flow of tourists outside the U.S. and Canada. I love it. International tourists returning to DR with a vengeance. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what I'm talking about with real estate, with stock market, with anything. It's always based on supply and demand. So what I was talking to and alluding to earlier, when the stock market goes down, people panic, blood in the streets, they sell. You're supposed to be buying. It's going to come up again, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. Crypto, the same way. Real estate, the same way. But here's the thing. Most people aren't prepared for this type of situation to occur. When you know 70% of the population doesn't even have $1,000 in the bank, they're not prepared to make moves. So therefore, the rich get richer and the poor stay poor because the rich can go out here and buy more assets, which means if I buy something, that means you can't. That's the simple nature of how it works. It's a mathematical equation. So they get to buy more stuff that pays them. Assets pay us, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way we roll around here. We got to have assets. Speaking of assets, get your free stocks from Robinhood and Webull down below in the description. It's that simple. Free stocks, Robinhood and Webull down below in the description. And then because they have a promotion this month, share with other people and you can get 6 more free stocks. Yeah, everybody has social media. Everybody has text messages on their phone that they can text their link and all that. Get with it. Get other people involved with this. Get them free stocks. Share, ladies and gentlemen. We want everybody to win here. That's why we answer questions. That's why we try to help. All right. And we're going to check out that paper. Curtis Davis is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Financial is here with the icon next to his name. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, good evening, SSN, but he left out his other tagline part, ABMM, always be making money. And that's right. That's why he always gives updates on his own YouTube channel. That's why you have to go check him out, ladies and gentlemen, at Chili Davis. That's right. Chili, just like you know, Chilly, Chili Davis. Go check him out. Otherwise known as Mr. Financial around here, AKA Curtis Davis as well. And thank you so much for those updates, Curtis Davis, throughout the day for that stock market and crypto and some insights. The man 2424 says, I was looking around the Temecula area in Southern California. It's not a vacation spot, but there are many wineries and good schools. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Much appreciated. Yes, if you're looking around Temecula area, there are wineries. Temecula is something of an anomaly because of the way it is off the freeway, and it has its own little section over there on the plateau. It's very, very interesting on the way to Vegas if you're coming down 99 through Bakersfield. So it's very, very interesting there. And that little area used to be like just a little pit stop with gas stations, but it's been growing. Now, the value is it's down in SoCal somewhat, and getting $4,000 per month is probably a good thing. You can probably do it in light of the prices right now for a high-end property in Temecula. But I question other things. The man 2424, you may feel comfortable about that, but the question starts being, how much are you investing in these high-end properties? That's where the question starts, right? Because it's all a mathematical equation. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're saying to me, hey, Eric, I'm going to spend $800,000 just so I can rent something out for $400,000, now I have to start going, okay, so that's $50,000 a year, potentially a little less, or $60,000 a year. So that's not 10%. That's where I'm coming from. I don't want something under, well, you guys know how I'm greedy. I don't want something even under 20%. I want to be 15% minimum. I want to try to get 20% or more per year return on the investment. So at 20%, I need a lot of money. I mean, let's call it what it is. You know, we need over 100 G's. If I'm going to spend 800 G's, if I'm going to spend $1 million, we're going to need 150, 200 G's from rentals. That means $10,000 or $12,000 a month. So that's all I'm saying. And there's only certain ways you can get that. You either have to be in a high-end area like Beverly Hills, I'll use that as an example, SoCal, or those gated communities down in Bakersfield, so Temecula is not too far from there, where they have the 4,000, 5,000 square foot homes that you could rent for $6,000 a month. But all I'm trying to say is, why go with that high-end level? Here's the reason why I say that, and I'm going to give you an example. So let's say we're in Temecula. In fact, I should just pull it up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do around here. We like to talk about this because there's a conversation we're having. All right. So if you have any questions, you can ask. In fact, let's go over here. I'm going to show you guys something. Let me go look at something. Let me. Oh, by the way, Wonderland people, if you got in Wonderland time, you got to get your BSGG airdrop. All right. If you're a member of the Stop Struggling Now Discord group, I put that in there for them. And it tells you how to get your airdrop. And also, you have to log in to Wonderland using wonderland.money /$ wonderland.money /money. But anyhow, what I'm trying to say is once you log in, it'll have a thing at the top. I'll make a video tomorrow, but they'll have a banner at the top that says, in fact, I can't pull that up. I'm just going to go to Wonderland. I already accepted my airdrop, so it's not going to show. But what I'm trying to say is there'll be a banner up here. It'll say you're approved. Basically, they took a snapshot January 10th. So anybody who bought before January 10th, you are eligible for the BSGG airdrop of tokens. And BSGG is some sort of bet platform, gambling platform. All right. But you'll have the BSGG and all that. So I just want to let everybody know. So what we're going to do is this. Oh, by the way, there's still, I never wrap my stuff over here. It doesn't really matter because, well, we won't get into that right now. Let me go to Temecula real estate. Let's go Zillow. Let's go find out how much properties are selling for in Temecula, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? This is how we do it because we're investors here, ladies and gentlemen. We make money. That's what we're trying to do around here. All right. So let's go over here and I'm just going to look for things, but you're going to have to tell us how you're buying these. If you're buying high end as single family homes, what are you considering high end? That's the question. I already see 700,000 for only a 2,000 square foot house. That's ordinary. So how much is it going to cost you to get that high end home? I don't consider that a high end home, quite frankly. Right? I don't know what you're considering a high end home. Let me know, but I'm going to put some parameters in. 4 bedrooms, 4 baths generally get you high end homes. All right. There we are. 1 million. 4 bedroom, 4 bathrooms, but it's only 2,600 square feet. 700,000, 2,700 square feet. We're still not at no 4,000. Here we go. 4,000 square feet home in Temecula is $1 million. So let me know what you call high end, because in California, since I'm a California kid and this is SoCal, somewhat, well, I always considered high end is going to cost you like $1 million easily. So here we are. 825. So when you say high end, what are we actually talking about here? High end foreclosures, and heaven forbid you buy something for $2 million. So now what I'm trying to say, the man 2424 is this. What I'm trying to say is it worth spending the $1 million? Because I'm going to give you some examples. When you say $4,000 a month, right? Go check out one of my videos where I said spend $100,000 and turn it into $1 million. Because what I'm going to start talking about is something that's a little bit different. So, I start talking about pre-construction. So you're sitting here saying high end, and I go, what's high end? So if I told you, I won't even use Punta Cana. What I'm going to use is, I'll use Lofty Brickell. All right. $500,000. And I'm going to take 2. And now I got $1 million. I'm going to get 2 studio units, let's say. I know I can rent those out at $500 per night. In fact, I might even be able to rent them out for more. I just don't know yet, but they're on the water. So that has an extra added value. But I'm going to go low end, 500,000. That's low end, by the way. I mean, $500 a night. So $500 a night for $500,000 property. So I have two properties that I can rent for $1 million. So once again, I always go conservative because Miami is almost like it's a tourist city, but now it's building infrastructure for business and having business come there in the forms of conventions and just basically setting up shop there now. So if they actually implement what they're trying and that actually holds, then now if I can rent at $500 a night and I can make myself $3,500 a week, remember your 4,000 goal a month, I can actually do this at $3,500 a week, but I have 2 units, which potentially means I can have $7,000 a week coming in. I'll just do 1 week a month, right? So we got 7,000. We got that's $84,000. Am I right? Yeah, 7,000 times 12. Now, high season, January, February, March, April even. What else is high season? When they have Ultra Music Fest. Okay, they might have it in February, March. Fine. When the Dolphins are playing, even though their arena's way outside of town, people still come and stay, and hard to stay in town. All right? Same things apply. So it's not out of the question that you'd be able to make $84,000 a year, but heaven forbid, in high season, all of a sudden you're doing 2 weeks of rental. Now you're making $14,000 for those 4 months, January, February, March, and April. 14 times 4, all right, $56,000. Then you still got 8 months left. All right? 8 months times 7, 56,000. We're over 100,000, man. I at least get 10% on my money with an upside. That's all I'm trying to say. So, in my opinion, I don't need to find a high-end home for $1 million and then rent it out. What I would be doing is trying to find me a 4-plex, 3-plex, FHA loan, put down 3%, use other people's money. That's what I'd be doing. So then that way, that same $1 million exposure that I have, I'm making a way more money than the 4Gs, 5Gs, or whatever we can rent them for. In fact, let me go back to the screen, because what people don't realize is they have rental values on Zillow too now. Look at here. So here we have it, a 3,000 square foot home, $4,200 a month. So he can reach his goal on a high-end property, but how much are you going to spend? 800,000, 700,000, because this was in range. As long as they're under 3, around 3,000, it looks like we can get 3,400, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,300 square feet. So 3,300 square. Oh, here goes the 5,200 square foot. Well, that was going to cost you a little bit more. Remember, it was going to be like 1.2 or 1.4. I think there's something in this exact neighborhood. Let's go find out. Where's this at? By South Park? Hey, check this out. I think there was something around there. Let's go look. Nope, there wasn't. There wasn't. That's interesting. Nope. Well, there might be. Let me zoom in a little bit. Well, it zoomed out too much. I don't know where that South Park is, but let's see. Can't really. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it did give us a little more, but nothing real close. 2 million. Whoa. 3 million. So I don't know what you mean by high end, because apparently they have $4 million properties over there. So if that guy's getting the rent for well, that makes sense. $7,000 for a $3 million home or $2 million home. That makes plenty of sense there. But it looks like any of the high end stuff, $7,000 for a 5,200 square foot house. It's south of South Park, but nonetheless, that's cool. 7,500 square feet. I mean, 7,500 a month for 3,500 square feet. So there's some areas that are high end there. So let us know what high end means to you. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Those are all different pricing. All right. So anyhow, we scheduled that. So that gives you an idea of what we're talking about around here. So when you say high end, we need to know what you're talking about, especially in Temecula. It looks like we have the Russians in the house. I want to show some love to the Russians because, you know, YouTube doesn't show or allow international citizens, even though we have trolls. That's cool. But nonetheless, I appreciate it. Need that hit. The man 2424. Yes, Temecula is rural and very family oriented. Exactly. Tulum, Mexico. Tulum in Mexico expensive. Pedro Mai, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And no, Tulum, Mexico is not expensive, although it's gaining traction. Time now is to get in now. If you didn't get in last year, we talked about Tulum, Mexico, when I used to call it, I believe, Tulum, but I found out it's Tulum. But anyhow, go check a video that I dropped. We talked about it on live streams as well. But the property values, now remember, one of the little things that bugs me about Mexico is you're within the 25 miles to the coast. So that means as an American citizen, not a Mexican citizen, you can't actually own that property. You're going to have it in a trust and some other caveats that I don't like. Versus, so if you're actually a Mexican citizen, then you win because the property values, even though out by the beach have escalated, you could have bought them for 150, 170 last year. Now they're over the 200s, 250s, 270s, 300s and up. Now you go back about a mile towards the city, you could still get decent prices, especially if you're going to rent them out. Now, there's two different things going on. If you're going to live there and you want a cool place, then price doesn't kind of matter. But if you plan on renting it out, you don't want to be spending $500,000 and not being able to rent it out at a decent, getting your $50,000, $70,000 a year, right? So that's what, it all depends what you're trying to do. But there are still values in Tulum, Mexico. And again, especially if you're Mexican descent, it works much better. All right. The man 2424. Thanks, Vanessa. Praying that you close the deal. I've been outbid so many times. I've been losing faith in finding a deal. It's a tough market in SoCal with some homes going 10% over asking. Exactly, the man 2424. This is the thing about OCs. It's hard to get ahead when you have other people getting free money, PPP loan money, not given out to the millions of small business owners that need help. They're giving it to people that don't need no help. Ruth Chris getting money. The Lakers getting money. Well, then they gave it back after all the uproar. Same with Ruth Chris. All these companies are getting money and they're sitting there. Wait, didn't you guys make like millions of dollars this year? Why are you getting PPP money? Well, see, that PPP money turns into free money for them. So then they can turn around and outbid you guys, the ordinary citizens. That's us. They can outbid us because they don't even care. It's free money. They know it's going to be forgiven also, by the way. So it's literally free money. So that's why you're getting outbid. And hedge funds and all these guys are also, they have their ring in their hat in the ring as well. So they're outbidding people. So that's why you're getting outbid. The investors have money. And a lot of it from the stimulus, from all that stuff for the last 3 to 4 years, they've had their duffel bag of cash on the sidelines. And so now they don't care about paying a 10% more or 20% more to outbid you when they have free money. You wouldn't either. If somebody came over and dropped $3 million in your hand and said, oh, you don't have to pay it back. Well, then if you find a good real estate deal that you know you're going to be making money on and the money's free in the first place, you're going to outbid people. You're not going to care. You'll say, okay, the guy wants $750,000. I'll give you 1.3. You're not going to care. So that's what we're dealing with here, ladies and gentlemen. So last year, I started the program with the pre-construction properties because normally they don't mess with that. Because the thing is, it does them no good to buy it now because you can't do anything with it now. You can't even flip it until the property's done. So therefore, there's less competition and less increase in prices. So a year ago, yes, prices were less in the Dominican Republic. But because of the demand, because they had properties under $100,000, the rest of the world was like, I can buy condos and villas under $100,000. And these guys are building an infrastructure. Where do I sign up? Sight unseen. $1,000 to reserve, $600, $1,000, $1,500 a month. Where do I sign up? And I'm paying 0% interest over 2 years while I'm putting the money down. I mean, That's a hard value to compete against. And why beat your head against that when you can actually get 2 or 3 properties for the same amount of money you're putting down? That's all I'm trying to say. So let me know, the man 2424. I'm curious about what type of high-end price are you willing to pay? Because you're saying if you're high end over there, I don't know what it is. It could be 3 million, it could be 2 million, it could be 1.5. I don't know what high end is in Temecula anymore. That's crazy. Trust me, I've been through the same thing, but just never give up for the perfect deal. Exactly. Vanessa Kamagate's a hustler. She's an investor. And that's what happens with investors. You don't give up because basically there's deals everywhere. And so what happens is you start expanding, is what I call it. You start expanding and looking for properties that other people aren't looking for. So for instance, Florida is a hot spot because the property values have increased so much that people are just like, I don't really care about spending 20%, well, 10% more. The property values are going up 20% per year or more. So I'm going to be safe. At least that's what they're saying until you're not safe. So that's why I never panic, because Vanessa and the man and anybody else looking for property and they're getting outbid, don't panic. Just keep doing your duffel bag of cash. Just keep getting your arsenal ready, because there's going to come a time. And like I said, I believe it's going to be in the next 5 months. Some people believe it's going to be in the next year. But there's going to come a time when all of a sudden real estate is going to be panic, blood in the streets, prices dropping. People are going to be like trying to sell. Those of you who are already ready and set up and ready to go, you're going to be the ones that's going to pounce and say, you know what? That thing that used to be 600, 800 grand is now 400, 350. You're going to pounce and say, let me have that. And there's going to be less competition because there's no up value. The prices are dropping, so nobody wants to buy because there's nothing in it normally for an investor standpoint. So that's what's going to happen. History repeats itself. So just stay vigilant and just make sure you're all ready to go, whether you're going to have the credit, whether you're going to use cash, whether you're going to use a combination. Just make sure you're ready to go. All right, CG's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. We're 1 hour in. Please smash that like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the all notification bell. All right, if vaccination required outside the tourist areas, why would anybody want to move there as an expat? CG, that's a personal choice. What do you mean, why would anybody want to move there? Vaccination is required outside the tourist areas. Why would anybody want to move there as an expat? What, you worried about wearing a mask? You worried about getting vaccinated? What's the problem? I mean, with all seriousness, let's get real. Hold on. Let's get real. Come on. All right. I don't know where people are getting this stuff, this kind of talk about vaccination. Okay, in America, generally you have to get vaccinated just to go to school. Vaccinated and tested, and certain things have to happen. That's the first thing. The second thing, do I have any food around here anywhere? Every food product has freaking bad stuff in it. You don't care about eating nothing. You're eating chips. You're drinking soda. What the? Seriously? Sugar's bad for you. I mean, all the red, yellow dyes and all that, bad for you. Causes cancer. I mean, what the hell? Are you reading every package? I mean, this is ludicrous. But here's the worst part. As a human being, you're going to tell me, well, I don't think I should be vaccinated because I don't know what's in it. You don't know what's in nothing. You don't even know what's in your water, but yet you're drinking it. You checked out how many parts per million of stuff is in your water? I'm talking about filtered water, water that's coming out of your drain. It's with chlorine and chloride in there and fluoride. You know what fluoride does to you, ladies and gentlemen? I guess you don't. That's why you're going to the dentist, because you're using fluoride toothpaste. Oh, until you find out that it actually messes up your teeth. Until you find out they put fluoride in the water, messes up. Come on. So with this vaccination thing, it's just another thing that they're going to put inside of you. But there's one thing, though, that's really kind of crazy. Billions of people have the vaccination. Billions of people haven't died from the vaccination. Billions of people, not billions, millions of people have not taken the vaccination. Millions of people have died. Millions of people have taken the vaccination. Millions of people have died. Over the years, millions of people have taken a flu shot. They have died. Millions of people have taken a polio shot. They've died. Tetanus shot. They've died. That's what happens because everybody's body is different. But just because I have 1 million, 2 million people dying from a vaccine, but yet I have billions of people still alive from the vaccine, and then you're going to argue about being vaccinated. Seriously, that doesn't make no sense. You have every right not to vaccinate yourself. But the point is, you don't have every right to infect somebody else, knowingly, possibly infecting somebody else. I was vaccinated. All of a sudden, I wake up and somebody is sick. So then I'm like, I felt sick for one day. I thought it was a cold because my nose was running, whatever. The next day, nose is running a little bit. I don't feel sick or nothing. The third day, nose not running. I feel fine. But because the other person has COVID, I sit there and I say, you know what? I don't want to infect anybody. Let me go down there and see if I have COVID. So I take the test. All of a sudden, positive for COVID. But I'm sitting here working out, doing whatever I got to do, running around. I'm not even sick, but I'm positive for COVID. So how am I supposed to go around other people? How am I supposed to go to my family's house and run around acting like, no, I don't need to be vaccinated. I'm going to go infect these people? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to infect somebody else to try and kill somebody else just so I can prove that I don't want to be vaccinated or I don't want to wear a mask. So take your pick. Don't be vaccinated. Wear a mask. Simple. Or do you want to be like Christopher Columbus and the people from Europe who came to the islands? That's right. This is why the channel gets screwed up, because they don't like me talking about this. You want to be like Christopher Columbus, right? You want to be a terrorist. So you know good and well that you come over from Spain, you have an immune system for Europe. You come to the islands, that's right, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Cuba, America as they called it then. You come to the island, you infect the natives are dropping. You know why? Because you infected them. You didn't give a damn. And you just said, nah, we don't care. In fact, we're going to go back to Spain, go back to Italy. We'll be back with more people. We don't care our infections and kill you. That's what you want to do, right? You want to be on the terrorist squad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I had to go in on this because I don't really care, man. All I'm saying is, as a human being, you shouldn't want to kill another human being based on your beliefs. But you, unfortunately, you live in America, so you can do crazy stuff. You can say, hey, man, I'm infected. You can knowingly be infected, not wear a mask, not protect yourself, not protect anybody else, and walk around. As a human being, I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that's right. So I'm not a terrorist. Let's just put it that way. All right? Curtis Davis, some people said they're going to sit in cash because Tesla may fall 30%, while a 1 million home may become available at 500. I say buy more stocks. Hey, we know why we're buying more stocks, because the top 10% of the wealthiest in the world owned 89% of the stock market. That's right. Stock market, it's going to drop. Same thing's going to happen. Time to buy. Those that have the money are going to buy. Those who don't will not buy. And therefore, when it starts going back up, whether it's the stock or the homes, because even the high-end homes, he's exactly right. In case you guys don't know and you're new here, once again, I've lived in high-end places a few times. You guys will be surprised. These homes that are in California that are selling for $1 million right now, Vegas, $1 million. When the next real estate crash comes, you will be able to pick these up for, like he says, $500,000. That's right. Are you going to be ready? Are you going to be ready? Okay. Go look at my previous videos, by the way. The house I lived in, you guys, it was off the charts, right? It's 4,000 plus 4,000, actually 4,019 square feet, I think it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms, One, two, three, four. 4 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet. Okay. The house in 2008-9. How about this? 2005, 700 grand. 2009. How about this? 350. Aha. Right? I'm just saying. That's what's going to happen. He's exactly right. Generally, in a crash with the real estate, it's going to go down 50%. All right. So he's exactly right. So if you have your eye on some high end property, wait till the crash comes. And it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I should show that tonight too. Always be making money. That's Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial. That's what he's saying. ABMM, Chili Davis stocks. That's where you got to go, ladies. And CG says, I'm talking about the Dominican. CG, I'm talking about Dominican too. What do you mean? Okay, hold on. CG. Hold on. Let me go back to CG up here. Vaccination is required outside the tourist areas. Why would anybody want to move there as an expat? When you say move there, that's a different. What difference does it make if somebody's vaccinated or not? What do you mean? Why would somebody move there? The same reason why people are moving to California, for instance, right? Same reason why people are saying, hey, but islands, Hawaii, same thing happened to their population. They take that stuff seriously. What part don't you get? It's their island. They've had invaders before that have infected their island and killed their people, so they're more stringent most of the time. That's why if you're going to Hawaii right now, they say, hold up here. We got a problem with that. You can't just roll over here. You need to post up on the Hawaii State website, upload your vaccination card, and if you don't want to be vaccinated, we hear you. That's fine. But you better, when you come here, you have to have a 72-hour negative test. And if you don't have either one of those and you land, you have no place to stay. Not only in the tourist zone, you have no place to stay if you're renting from a normal hotel or resort area. So I'm just saying, they're not taking, so even when you land, you got to show up to get in from the airport. You got to show in the system or the 72 hours. They're like, no, they don't play that. So what difference does it make? If you're an expat, you want to move there, then you know their requirement. Why would that stop you from investing or living there? What's the problem? Like I said, and if you're moving to an island, good luck. Because if you're worried about what's going in your body from a vaccine, you better start worrying about where you're getting that food from and where you're eating and how long it's been sitting on a boat. I'm just saying, there's other things that you may want to worry about than the vaccine. That's not really killing anybody. Everybody has reactions to shots. Hell, I used to have reactions to allergy shots. Same thing. You're going to have reactions from different people. So, but if you're talking about expats not wanting to move there, that's not going to happen. They're going to move there because there's something that's to be said. If you're not going to, there's always somebody on the planet that's going to take your place. They're going to say, you know what? I'll do my vaccination. Why? Because I can buy me a villa that's like 2,500 square feet for $100,000, $120,000. Why? What are you talking about? I can get residency there as long as I have $1,500 a month coming in. And that means I have medical that I can pay for or have that taken care of. And residency gives you some other perks as well. So why would you care about taking a vaccine if you're inland or even in the tourist area? It doesn't really matter. I'm not mad at any island that tells people, hey, you ain't coming here without making sure that you're not killing my people. No problem. But Dominican Republic, I got no problem with that vaccination situation. They should be doing it. All right, update, boss, on the ATL properties. No, unfortunately. The people I need to talk to, family members, they're not here. They're in freaking 3 states away right now. So I want to go over and talk to them and be at the property myself. Actually, that'll be a video. All right. So we'll see what happens. Very easy to get the Wonderland airdrop. The banner should be right there on your dashboard. Exactly, Victor Marrero, except there's one little thing. Most people don't, if you, you need to understand, you got to add the custom token for BSGG. So again, once you get that, then it'll show up in your MetaMask. But he's exactly right. The banner shows up, and then all you have to do is click on it. And then I can't remember exactly what I did. I think it was already deposited. That's right. It was already deposited. So all I had to do was add the custom token BSGG, because I actually went in, didn't see it, added the custom token BSGG, and then I found some BSGG in my account. And they took it from January 10th, I believe, snapshot. So yeah, it was very easy, but only certain people are going to qualify. You would have had to have your money in by January 10th. And the beauty of the snapshot is I had more money in my account January 10th. So I guess I got more BSGG. That was beautiful. Tight of CPT, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he's saying he's been to the Punta Cana. We're going to find out about that. But thank you so much for being here. Yes, I was there in PC 2 weeks ago and in the beginning of December. And the same locations that I paid 105, they were now 185 to 230. Exactly, T of CPT. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody finally woke up, or did they find out about the SSN Nation? Because I'm the only one that was telling people. I think I shouldn't take credit for that. But you guys know we've been talking about real estate, and I was saying charge more during prime time, and we actually showed on the screen where the Hard Rock was charging people $1,000 a night for a freaking studio hotel room that sleeps 4 people during the Soul Fest. And how were people just charging $99 on the grounds? This lady was charging $99 for her 2-bedroom condo the same week that Hard Rock is charging $1,000 per night. And at first it was a 3-night minimum. They changed it to a 7-night minimum. And you're charging $99 a night? Seriously? That was travesty. And then we were talking about the guy that had that pool at Primavera Residences 2 that's only charging $120, $110, $130, and has the pool and the charcoal grill. Meanwhile, there's other people charging a little bit less than him or the same as him that has none of those amenities in the backyard. So he was making a big mistake. Glad to see he raised his prices. But yes, exactly. That's what should happen. Exactly. And that's what the beauty is. We don't know what's going to happen yet, T to CPT and anybody else. We're hoping, because of the high tourist numbers in January, February, March, and apparently during the rest of the year, because December had all-time record, October had all-time record, November had all-time record. And I'm hoping that this continues where May, June, July, August all have all-time records from visitors in the Punta Cana region and the DR region overall. That would be awesome. So that would mean our prices would be sustainable for more than the high season. And that's what the Minister of Tourism and the president is handling right now with the amusement park, Kathmandu. That would be all year long. That's why they're trying to make downtown Punta Cana have the convention center, so they'll have businesses coming in all year long. That's why they're doing other, like Wonderland amusement park, so they have more people coming in. And then they went and got, what was that? I can never remember the name of that play, but anyhow, they got the tent downtown right now. All right, Kazoo, I believe, is what it's called, the play for. I can't remember the name of it. I always have these brain fluctuations, but nonetheless, that's the reason why these prices should be going up. They have the tourist numbers, the demand. They have events there, concerts there. There's a Bad Bunny concert coming up sometime soon, I believe. So they have concerts. They have the Hard Rock concerts coming. That's thousands of people. So therefore, there's no reason to charge $50, $60, $100 a night. Exactly, Teed. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's exactly what happens. Leah Dennis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Thank you so much for being in the house with the icon next to the name. And it says, I am checking late. It's all right. You're never late here. Good evening, SSN family, and happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Happy Valentine's Day to you. And oh, by the way, we're talking about simple ways to financial freedom. That's what we've been talking about here. And we've been going off into other tangents, but it's not too late, ladies and gentlemen. Invest in yourself. Down below in the description, I talk about virtual offices. The reason why I talk about that is we're getting into a dangerous time, ladies and gentlemen. Your safety is going to be tested. And what I mean by safety, I'm talking about your credit cards, your debit cards, your bank accounts, your home. Any asset that you have is going to be tested. Somebody's going to be trying to steal information, take stuff away from you. So you don't want them to have your residential address if you're running a business, in my opinion. That's why you should have Opus Virtual Office. Oh, damn, I feel like that's a commercial. Opus Virtual Office. The link is down below. The virtual office allows you to set up your business, which somebody answers the phone live. It also allows you to have a commercial address. They receive the mail. You also have a business phone number on 411, a business fax number, 411. And somebody picks up your mail there too for your business. So therefore, that's a tax write-off. The link is down below. Get your free admin taken off. So your administration fee is going to be taken off, but you got to use the YG1 code. And it's $99 per month. But if you prepay, you get a discount. But why put yourself, your business, and when you have to file paperwork, put down your residential address? You don't want that going forward any longer, ladies and gentlemen. So this is why it's worth it. It's a tax write-off. Do what you got to do. And speaking of making money, I have the link for the free Amazon FBA course. That's down below as well. All right. Courtesy of David Quintieri. He's handling that, but it's free. I have the link down below. And of how can I forget? Who saw the trailer? Did you guys see the SSN Lifestyle trailer? All right. Well, SSN Lifestyle members, remember, coming out, Ring of Fire. I'm going to start promoting this because Ring of Fire, that's where it's like the Shark Tank, where you're going to be able to invest and earn passive income. We're going with vending machines. We're going with rentals in the DR. That's right. We're going to be doing some other things. So you're going to be able to join in and earn some passive income for being a member of the SSN Lifestyle. And of course, Founders Club members, we're not done with you yet. There's going to be some new stuff. And actually, members, there's some other stuff coming out too. All right, that I've been, it's already kind of worked on, but I haven't pulled the triggers and let you guys know yet. But there's going to be some other bonuses, and we're going to turn some other things on. So that's what's happening. All right, just letting you guys know. So let's see what else we're going to talk about today. Here we go. The man, 2424. I'm thinking 700 and 900 Canton high-end home, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, over 3,000 square feet. All right. So the man, 2424. Since we're having conversation, where did you get the price of $4,000 per month? Because according to what I'm seeing, I'll bring it back up. But what I'm seeing is if you get a 3,000 square foot home, you're not going to be getting $4,000 per month presently. At least that's what it appears to me. Because when we start looking at these numbers, I'll put in the square footage, the square feet. Let's go. We're going to go, where is it? Okay, I'm going to go 3,500. So here's, if you're in this neighborhood, well, hold on, let me get this. If you're in this neighborhood, which is by South Park, then apparently 3,000 square feet gets you $4,200 a month. But again, I start saying, why are you going to spend $700,000 to $900,000 just to get the $4,000 per month? Because I'm going to give you an example. Again, search the channel where I said invest 100,000 and turn it into $1 million. Because again, I used downtown Miami before, but let me start showing something to you about why the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, it could be Tulum, Mexico, it could be Costa Rica, it doesn't matter. But I'm using Punta Cana because that's what I've been talking about for a year, over a year actually. But why I'm using that number, because for 700,000, you could have 3-4 units that are rental units, short-term rental units in the DR. In fact, well, 150, 300. So yeah, you could have 5 units, quite frankly. And I'm talking about villas, because I did 150. You can still get villas for 150. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to say is, when you start doing these $4,200 a month, you're doing month to month. Okay, 4,000, 3,200. 3,400, 5,500 here. And that's in, well, I don't know where this area is, but apparently I that's crazy. Oh, that says Marietta. It doesn't say Temecula, but okay, maybe you know where that is. But I'm assuming that house is, well, that's 2,800 square feet. So I don't know what that's about. Um, I'm not I'm not seeing this fourth. Here goes one for 4,100. Looks brand new. All I'm trying to say is the reason why I don't really like renting single family homes, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the reason why I don't like doing that is simply because that just gives me, I'm spending like the 700 to 900. And that's a problem for me. Okay, let me give you another example. The man 2424. I'm going to tell you something right now. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up. I don't think I can. I can't do it because I don't have it in queue. Let me give you some examples. Victor Marrero is still here. Okay? Victor Marrero, please tell the young man. Victor Marrero has Margaritaville. He bought Margaritaville villa. Well, I don't know what he owns, whether it's a villa or a condo or a townhouse. I don't really know what the makeup is, but I think it's 3 bedrooms, and it's Margaritaville. And I believe, because we talked about it, but I can't remember the numbers. I think he bought it for 350, something like that, maybe. But it's worth more than that now. He's in Orlando, and it's in a location that is by the Sunset Walk. It has amenities and all that. He's getting more than $3,000 per month, I believe. In fact, I know he is, because he's almost 90% rented. 25 to 30 days are rented every month from this location. So that's why I have a problem with that certain number. When you say I'm going to buy something for 900 and I'm going to rent it for 4,000 or 5,000, I'm like, why? That's headache month to month when you can actually have things set up. He's given 30% management. He's, I'm sure, earning like 3,000 more. It's more than that. I know for a fact because he has Margaritaville. That's high end. Right now, they have another property, which is going to be by the hotel chain. All right, that is building right next to them, and they're starting with around $400,000. Now, to me, that's a little high, but they're going to get it because they know what Margaritaville's doing, and they're sharing amenities with Margaritaville, apparently. So they know what a 2-bedroom, or I think they might have a 3-bedroom. They know with a 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom, what's going to happen because they have like a 2-3 year history of rentals in that exact location. So they know that they're going to be able to get $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 per month without having to do month to month, but just renting out a few weeks, 3 weeks during the month. So I'm just saying, maybe Marrero will kick it in again and let us know what he bought it for, and then what he's because I think he was like, I think his number is off the charts. I think he's approaching like $100,000. I mean, that's up there for something you spent 300 G's for. 30-some% return. I think it's up there. It's in that neighborhood. So that's crazy. So that's why I'm just saying, think about different options. If you have that type of investment to make, you have other investments that you can make where you can still make $3,000-4,000, but not have that high price to pay. You could pay less. So, like, I'll put it this way: you can have 3 villas in Punta Cana. That's my favorite spot because of the high tourist demand. You can have 3 villas, spend $150,000, and what I mean by that is Investment Hawk bought a what was it? 2-bedroom villa, I believe. And then he changed it into a 3-bedroom villa, 3.5 bath. He has a jacuzzi and everything, and it's $143,000. The Del Mar project, $143,000. Now, granted, as far as we know, it's not in the gated community or it's nothing like that. But all I'm trying to say is you could change that and go to Primavera and spend $120,000, $125,000, and have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, upstairs, downstairs, with a pool in the back so 135. You have a pool in the back, and right now the guy changed his rent, just like the Teat was saying. He's at 185, 190. He changed his price to that. But again, that means the guy's getting almost $1,100-$1,200 a week for a property that he bought for, well, since this guy bought that property, he bought when it was 80 grand. So he's living large. He's doing good. And now that he's raised his price to almost 200 a night, which is 185, somewhere in that neighborhood, now the guy is over $1,100-$1,200 a week, and he rents a lot. He has a high volume of reviews. So therefore, he's sitting there with this property that he potentially now $1,200 a month. I mean, not a month. He could be getting $2,400 a month on a rental for 2 weeks for every month. The guy could be at $20-some thousand for an $80,000 property per year. I like over 20% profits. So all I'm saying is it's the profits that you're going to make. So why spend 800 just to make 50 G's when you could spend 350 and make the same 50 G's? That's all I'm trying to say. Start thinking in that terms, because you're trying to maximize your investment as an investor. You just don't want to buy a high end just for high end. And I will say one other thing. Okay, hold on. Let me do something else. All right. Let me go here. I'm gonna go over here and show you guys this. Let me just show you, so I bring receipts so people can stop, with the nonsense. All right. I'm gonna show you something else. Let me show you guys something. Let me go over here. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something. Because I told you about Phoenix Vacation Homes, right? This is my message center right here. Look at this. Remember when I told you the 6,000s? This guy right here wants 6 nights. Lisa wants 6 nights. Okay, 4-bedroom. All right. Let me show you something. Here goes a 6908 sanctuary, heated pool, luxury Old Town, because she can't get any. There's nothing available. All right, nothing available. Let me show you guys something. Okay. What was that? 690. Ooh, I forgot the number. 6906 is the property, right? All right. That wasn't 6906. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me get some numbers here. Let me see. Maybe it was a 1-bedroom. Okay. 6916 and 6908. Okay. 6916. All right. Yeah. Cool place, right? High end. Right. Now, look. They don't even have prices on here. But again, remember, I took over the 6916 listings because these people vacated these properties so I can flip them to my 4-bedroom. All right. My 4-bedroom has a pool. It has, and it's in a resort. So just like this, so you'll have this kind of stuff. You have a snack bar, restaurant, and all that stuff. Now, let me go to, hold on. Let me go check something else out. Let me see if somebody has a price on theirs. 6908, 6918. I'll check all these. All right. 6908. Because I inherit their pricing. So I want to see if anybody actually has pricing, which I see they don't. So here's what generally happens. That's sleep 15. And so nobody has pricing, I see. Rates. Let me see. Nobody has their rates listed. So I inherit. So in my eyes, I send back messages telling these people $6,000, $7,000, $15,000 for 2 months, just to give you an idea. Now, the reason why I bring this up, in fact, let me see if I can find any, because I can't find. Let me see something. These are all something old. I'm looking for some people that were trying to do months, but I can't find it real quick. Okay, 2-1 to 1-1. These are older ones. So I'm trying to find them, but once I delete them, I guess they go after about a week. But I'm looking for a month's 1.6 to 2.5 Camelback. That's not good. 121, 124, 314, 217. Yeah, I can't find any of the numbers. 625, 6925. Trying to get the prices. But anyhow, on some listings, they actually say 6,000 a month, 7,500 a month. These are all high end, of course. But again, no prices. So they're sending these to me, and I have to answer their things trying to flip them. And like I said, I'm sending people $15,000 for 2 months. All right, just to give you an idea. And the people are like, I want to book it. Why? Because there's hardly anything available. So once again, we have supply and demand, which is what you want to be in. You want to be in a supply and demand situation. Waste management was just open, just happened. Waste management, Phoenix open. I have 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. Okay. I'm charging people $500 a night for a 2-bedroom during the Waste Management Open. The guy paid $529 a night on the weekend. Well, actually, it was for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday, they paid 400 and something. All right. So the guy already said he wants to book again. He wants to prepay next year. Guess what? Next year price is already 5 to 10% more. Next year, he's going to be paying 500 and something per night for all the nights, and he still booked it. That's what I'm talking about. You guys got to understand, you got to be in high demand areas just because, and high value areas are good too, which means you can get more rent. But if you're going to spend $1 million, you might as well just break it down and say, you know what, let me get 3 different locations. And that way I can just do the short-term rentals, and I can have 2,000 coming from here, 1,000 coming from here, another 2,000 coming from there. And you're still going to make the same money except in short-term rentals. All right. I'm going to stop with that for now because 3K plus per month rental. Are you kidding me? That's insanity. Oh yeah, Victor Marrero, but they have it happening in Orlando now. It's happening. My high end isn't very high end, about 800 to 1 mil. That's high end. Thanks for the detailed analysis. We'll watch your other videos to learn more. Yeah, the man 2424. Thank you so much for asking the questions, because there's a lot of people that think differently. Somebody else, another investor, which there are people here that invest, they might think differently than me, and a lot of people do, because when I just basically think about mathematically how I can maximize the dollars that I'm going to spend. So it doesn't really matter to me as an investor which property it is. It's based on the return on my investment. So if I turn around and sit there and I tell you, if you said, hey, Eric, I want to spend 700 grand, I'm sitting there going, hey, man, go over to Punta Cana, get yourself 2 villas for 150, get yourself a 4-bedroom at the beach, which is actually a 3-bedroom at the beach for 237 grand. So now we're at 3 plus, that's 550. And now you have 2 villas and a condo that's in a resort. And the condo and resort can sleep 9 people. The villas can sleep 10 people. Now you can rent it 480, 500, 600 and up per night. You're going to be able to get $3,000 for a week. So it's like you got 3 villas that can earn $3,000 a week. You could potentially be making $9,000 a month for a $500,000 investment. And that's the playbook that Miguel, who's not here tonight, that's his playbook. He owns 3 properties there. He bought 2 2-bedrooms. I think he got 2 penthouses. And then another one, he got a downtown property. So he bought 3 properties literally for around $450,000. If things go according to plan, like I think they will, he would be able to make, if he's able to do what I think is going to happen, there's certain things I play conservative with numbers, but what I really think is going to happen is going to be a situation where he's going to be able to rent out basically 14 to 21 days during January, February, March, and April. And I think he's going to be able to rent out 1 to 2 weeks during off season. But now it might change since they're bringing the amusement parks and things like that. So he potentially conservatively could do 2 weeks every month. Prime time, his rates should be $300 per night in these 2-bedroom condos in Vista Cana. His other 2-bedroom downtown, it should be $300 a night also, minimum. So he's going to be able to do $6,000 per week, $12,000 per month during prime time. I like that. 50 G's almost. Spent 450, so we are already being at our 10%, and we still haven't talked about the revenue from the downtown property. So if we can get another 12,000 of that, we're at 60K on 450. We're at 15 to 20%, 15% on our money. I'll take that all day, every day. So I wouldn't even get up to 800,000 or 700,000. I'd be clocking down some assets. And by the way, those assets are under pre-construction. So you're now going to have an upside. So let's say, for instance, that 800 or a million, yeah, you have an upside because if there's a property movement of 20%, you have 200,000 equity. That's great. That works out beautifully, but I only have one property. Meanwhile, if I have 3 properties and each property moves 20%, so now that just across the board, the 450, 20% is 90. So now we're at, let's call it 550. And then if 20% happened again, you could start doing the numbers. That's 650. So even though I don't get as much because the higher the property, but I got 3 properties and now I can rent 3 times the values. So that's the way I look at it. Other people might say, hey, Eric, that's crazy, but that's not the way I look at it. All right. The man, Victor, what's insanity? Paying over $3K a month in rent? That was my concern as well. Who's paying the $4K a month for rental? Corporate relocations, maybe. That's correct. That's correct. But see, again, the man 2424. Just keep this in mind when you're doing short-term rentals. So again, I'll even change this up entirely for you. Entirely. Let me change this up entirely for you. I'm going to do something else. So let me show you this. Let's go to Airbnb. All right. So this is a different way of looking at it too. Let me show you something else. Let me see if I can pull this up on the screen. Look this way. Oh man, it looks like, nope, thought we had somebody in the house. But I'm going to go with Airbnb. Let me show you something. When we're talking about these numbers, right? Punta Cana, we'll stay in Punta Cana area. It could be Santo Domingo. It doesn't really matter. It could be anywhere, right? Let's go Punta Cana, shall we? Punta Cana. Okay, I'm going to put in, well, we're in prime time. So in fact, I'm going to put in, well, there's stuff that's not even going to be available, but let's see if I can make this happen here. Where's the dates at? What's happening? Okay. Let's go. Wait, whoa, what's happening here? Let's go March. You guys know how I like March 4th to the 11th. Doesn't really matter. Now, you're going to have a villa that's going to sleep 10 people. All right? So, again, I've shown these numbers before. So, let me show you something. All right. Look at this. This is Punta Cana Village. These are cheap. 305, 168. All right. 926, 950. Let me show you something. This right here, the reason why these are 1234 and 950, because they're in Cocotel Golf Course. That's why. So if you're going to spend $1 million, you will have to spend 800, 900, 700,000 in Cocotel, but you can charge $950, $1,200 per night. Let me show you. All right. So this just gives you an idea of why I say if you're going to spend that type of money, then you might as well just go straight up luxury on the island. What happened? Translation turned off. What does that mean? Where's those places? There they go. Here we go. See, this is inside Cocatel. So see how much they get to charge? 725, 690, 600, 950, 740. And guess what? They're building homes over there right now that are like $600,000 in this complex. Right here on the low end, $700 a night. That's already $4,900 a week, even on 700. And then you could see 690, we're still around. 600 is still 4,200 a week. So why are you messing around with spending that kind of money and then going to rent it out month to month when you can make that in a week or partially? Even if somebody said, hey, I'll take 4 nights or 3 nights, you're still making thousands. Now look here, by the beach, 1,200, 966. By the beach, what are these things? Let's go look. A house, of course. That's going to cost you a pretty penny. Holiday Villa, that's going to cost you a pretty penny. 800,000, possibly. 700,000, possibly, maybe more. But look, this is just like, you have all kind of different, the way I look at it, why do month to month when you can do high demand areas? That's all I'm trying to say. If you're going to spend that kind of money. Now, I am not going to go to Zillow and, oh my, what did I see over here? I like this. Did I see somebody with an $1,100 over here near Primavera? Nope. This is near Del Mar. Oh my, where's this place at? 6-bedroom luxury villa, 1170. This is in town. I mean, in the middle of, wow, I like it. Okay, now here's some other high-end areas. South of the airport, 5,000 a month. I mean, 5,000 a week, or sorry, 5,000 a night, 2,700 a night. But these are over $1 million because now I'm south of the airport. So these places don't fit your budget. But all I'm trying to say is, if you're going to start going in that route, you can find out about the pre-constructions, have your stuff already set up, and get yourself a property they're building over here for $700,000. In fact, Bellaria, which is inside Vista Cana, those are luxury villas inside Vista Cana. But again, we don't know if we can rent for $1,000 a night or $1,500 a night, or if that's going to be a place that we can rent. But I'm just giving you an idea, the man. All right. Now, Victor Marrero might chime in and talk about it. The man, 2-4, I agree. As an investor, I wouldn't get a property that I have to charge $35 to $4K a month. I'd rather get 2 or 3 small ones that gets me $1,500 per month. Exactly. That's the way I look at it. We get more bang for our buck. I agree with that totally, Victor Marrero. That would be my advice. Thanks, Vanessa. I will channel your positive energy and keep hustling for that right one. Yes, I must have missed something, because she gave some advice. Any updates about? No, I don't have it in my thing here. That's interesting. Thanks, Vanessa. I will channel your positive energy. Keep hustling for that right price. Yeah, exactly. The man 2424. Change up a little bit. Like I said, I would highly not want to do this right now, because if you're going to spend 800 grand, if you can just wait like 5 or 6 months, that $800,000 property could be 600. That's all I'm trying to say. You could buy it at a better price, just in a matter of waiting 6 months to a year, 4 months to a year. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness, the man 2424 says I'm making a donation, $199, $199, regardless of how you do it. It's a donation, ladies and gentlemen. And as you guys know, I humbly appreciate any donation, any support. And that's why you have to smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. That's so the YouTube gods know that we have people in the house and that we're teaching here. SSN Nation, SSN Academy, SSN University is free. It's the no guru zone. We don't have any courses, but go look down below for all the free goodies that you can get that can help you out. Crypto, stocks, Celsius Network, Nexo, where you can actually earn interest on your money, and they give us money every Monday, Friday to Friday, and they ship us our rewards every Monday, ladies and gentlemen, our interest on our crypto while we're hodling it. You got to love it. All right. Keep speaking your mind and telling us how it is. Thank you so much, the man 2424. I humbly, again, I appreciate your support on this and your donation. Thank you. Right. I've heard 2 vax shots require you can stay on resort, 3 vax to go into town. So only weekends you might meet local DR people. There you go. That's what it's for. That's exactly what it's for. They don't want their people dead. That's exactly. And you best believe the people that are working in the non-required vaccination areas, those people are vaccinated. Guarantee you. All right. So don't be fooled. It's just like Fox Network sitting out there telling people, oh, don't get vaccinated, this, that, and the other. One little problem. They're vaccinated and their family's vaccinated. Otherwise, they can't come at Fox and work. Crazy. But they're telling you, go risk your life. Crazy. O'Leary, billionaire, just became citizen of the United Emirates. Oh, yeah. And he's crazy about crypto. The requirement was not just money. United Emirates, I believe their requirements, it's basically like most countries, just like DR. All of us who have property in the Dominican Republic, you can get residency and you can go to citizenship easily because you're going to have property valued at over $200,000, $250,000. So that's not going to be a problem. United Emirates requires that plus some money up front and some other things. United States, by the way, anybody that's international, you got $500,000, then you can get U.S. citizenship. How? You just have to invest in the development in the United States. That's a qualified investment. And you ship them $500,000, you're going to have U.S. citizenship. Every citizenship can be bought and paid for. All right. Vanessa Comagate, Demand 2424, course, blessings to you. Right on. Exactly. T of CPT, preach SSN. Thank you so much. I appreciate that support there. All right. We'll look for your invest 100K turn into 1 mil video. Punta Cana is also on my list because of your videos. Thanks for bringing it to our attention. Thank you so much, Demand 2424. Again, the difference between a year and a half ago when I started talking about this is just slightly, things are, I don't really know what number it is. It's really like 40% more, I think. Something like that. The previous things that you could buy, you could used to be able to buy stuff under 100,000, no problem, including villas. But now getting a villa under that is pretty much non-existent. With being in a secured gated community with social areas, meaning basketball, swimming pools, bars, restaurant, things like that. If you want that, but if you want a villa that's just standalone by itself, which by the way, once again, since the man 24 is here, 24 is here. Again, you don't want to buy a villa that's often never like, in other words, those villas on Airbnb, even though you see the prices are outrageous, $1,900 a night, $2,000 a night. That's because those properties are in Cap Cana. They're in Punta Cana Village. They're in Cocotel. Those properties selling for $1 million plus. All right. But here's always my pet peeve about getting a house or a villa in a resort town where it's a standalone. People drive, they get there, they have a pool in the backyard. That's it. Jacuzzi, maybe. That's it. Workout, that's it. But you get that same thing at my Primavera residences, and you don't have to spend $1 million. You just have to spend 125 or 130,000. Well, actually 135 because you're going to have to add the pool in the back or jacuzzi, whatever. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to say is you could have spent 135. Yes, I can't charge 1,900 a night, but I'm spending 10% less. So can I charge 190 a night? Yes. And like I said, one guy's already upped his game and said, I'm charging 230 a night. So when you start doing the numbers and you say, hey, I can buy this for 130, 10 times 130 is 1.3, but yes, I can spend 1.3 and I can charge 1,200 a night. But can you charge? And then we saw that one for 27 something a night, 2,700 a night. But how much does that really cost? Did the guy have to pay 1.5? Did he have to pay 2 million? But yet you can go down to 150 and still get 10 of those, gives you 1.5. But 10 of those, I get to charge people $230 a night. So you tell me, I can still get to the same number, except I don't have to spend as much, is all I'm trying to say. So just think about it that way and go check that out. And it's also based on that video is based on the turn 100,000 into 1 mil. It's based on a lot of factors. It's based on factors such as this. So you spend 100,000, but that was a down payment and monthly payments in pre-construction. So that you only had to spend 100,000 out of pocket. but the value of the property was 100% more. All right. So then during the course of the build and upon delivery, there has to be an increased value of the property. So you get that appreciation. Now you can turn around and borrow against that appreciation, turn around and take a little bit of that extra cash and buy another pre-construction property with other people's money, and then use the rental income coming in because it's an asset to pay off all the debt. Meanwhile, your property value is going up. DR, property values went up 20 to 30%. So everybody who bought a property for 100 grand is now worth 130. You bought a property for 100 and what was mine? 124. Okay, so I just said, okay, it's worth 150, 160, except there's a problem, which is not a problem for me. When they built Arco, the penthouses at Arco are 189 to 200,000. They build a penthouse downtown, those are 189 to 200,000. I have a penthouse, same square footage, and if not more than theirs. So therefore, in reality, my penthouse should be worth 189 to 199, not just 150, 160. You see what I'm saying? So you're getting that appreciation along the way, and the property's not even built yet. So I'm just saying, that's the thing. The man, 24, it looks like the vacation rentals get the most juice for your money. Exactly. That's why Airbnb is so powerful. VRBO is so powerful because you get to charge more per night. So 4,000, I don't know what it's going to be, but let's say my goal is $4,000 a month profit. And I'll just use 4,000 as a number. But when I divide 4,000 divided by 30, I'm charging people $133 per night. But if I have a high-end location, I get to charge people well more than 130. In fact, you can see let me pull it back up. Let me show you something else. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go down to normal, right? 6, sleeping 6. So then you can get an idea of what I'm about to say here. So you're charging 133 a night to get 4,000. Look at this. This is March 4th through the 12th for 6 sleeper, which means a 2-bedroom can sleep 6, a villa can sleep 6. Look at this. 249, 90. Sure, that's under 133. What is it? It's a condo. All right. But look at this, 249, a condo. That's getting more. That's getting twice. 266 is your number twice. This guy's getting 249. So if this guy rents out 10 nights, he's basically going to have 2,500. If he rents out another 10, he has 5,000. And he's only renting out 20 nights out of 30. Not only. Now, that's a high percentage, but as you can see, 4.9, the guy has 17 reviews. Not everybody leaves a review. That's a condo. 257. Somebody has a villa with a private pool. But again, this villa, let me see where it is. Let me see if I can tell where it is. Oh, this villa's, okay, this is in Punta Cana Village. So that means this villa cost around 500 grand or 400 grand. They have some villas in Punta Cana Village they're doing pre-construction right now that are like 300,000, 350,000. So that just gives you an idea is all I'm trying to say when you're thinking like that. But yeah, that's why I say you get more juice. I like the juice. I love the juice. Eric has mastered the vacation home short rentals over the last 10 years. Exactly. Too many different things that have happened. Like I told you guys, I charged a guy things we used to charge in Hawaii, $299 for staying in Waikoloa because it's not by the beach. And this year I can charge $449, $429 per night. It's crazy. A guy stays 8 nights, he's going to pay $3,200. Whereas before the guy stayed 8 nights, on the weekend nights was $299, but the weekdays were $249. That's a big difference than $429, $449. That's crazy, right? So it gets kind of up there, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why you always want to have a 2-bedroom or larger. You always want to have a high-end type locations if you can, because people will pay. Also, duplex, triplex, fourplex, you can Airbnb those as well. My ex is making a killing on his. Exactly. That's another thing. Vanessa Comagate, thank you so much for bringing that up. Because again, a duplex, triplex, fourplex, you can get an FHA loan and only put down 3%. Now, in the Florida, it's very hard to get a fourplex. You're going to have to spend more than the offer price. But again, it's worth it because you can rent it out at a high clip. I believe Vanessa Comagate's ex is renting at almost damn near 90, 95%, which is incredible. And he's not even in Orlando, which makes it even more incredible. It's south of Orlando. I think it's like 30-minute drive, if I'm not mistaken. I've driven it a few times. It seemed like an hour to me, but might only be 30 minutes. Short enough and close enough to both sides. Go to Tampa or go to Orlando. Either way, you're in a good spot, but he's renting it out at a high clip. And he didn't have to spend $600,000. He didn't have to spend $500,000. In fact, from what I'm thinking, he's probably spent $500,000 or less for both of his properties. For his, I think he had 2 duplexes. So I'm pretty sure. And he's making a killing right now. That's what I'm talking about. I bought my Margaret. Oh my God, it's even more disgusting than I thought. I see the number. This is so disgusting. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the power of pre-construction. He bought his Margaritaville home for $254,000 when it was all dirt, pre-construction. We averaged 90% occupancy. Good God, that's incredible. Margaritaville is high end, ladies and gentlemen. High end. And he's doing $300 to $600 per night, depending on season. So I'm assuming right now they're probably charging $600, $550, $500 per night, because this is considered high season. And when March comes, they probably are charging $600 a night. You see this, ladies and gentlemen? 90% on 30 means he's doing like 25, 26 nights, 27 nights out of a month. He's making a killing. I'll just put it simple. Think about 20 nights, which is not 90%, and he's doing $300 per night. All right? 10 nights is 3,000, 20 is 6. All right? $6,000 per month. That rates out to $72,000 per year. Do you realize he spent, let's call it 200 and I'll even do this. Let's say he said, you know what, guys, I don't like that margarita furniture. I got to be in the package. I got to spend an extra $50,000 to be in the furniture package because I'm renting it out. So I spent $300,000. I'm getting $72,000 per year. That's over 20% return on investment, ladies and gentlemen. How many times does 72 go into 300? About 4 years. 4.5 years. All right. So you guys got to start. This is why I try to keep things over 20%. So once you realize, now let's use some other number. Let's say he's doing 20 nights at $600, which could easily happen between now and the end of March. He could easily get, I'll use 500. He could easily get $500 per night. President's weekend, spring break, he could easily be getting that. That's $10,000 per month. It could be actually 20 and 20. So that could be $20,000 in 2 months. And clearly he's probably getting that because he's actually renting 25, 26, 27 nights out of the month. So clearly he could get that number. So when you start doing these numbers and the guy starts going, okay, I make over 100, he could be approaching $100,000 a year. That's what I'm saying. And simply because he made the move on Margaritaville, and I actually saw the paperwork back then, I didn't make the move because of where they were building it. I was like, I don't like the location. And then after they finished it up, that $254,000 property is worth $700, $600, $700, $800. And by rights, it is, because if he's doing $100,000 a year revenue, That means it is worth $1 million from a commercial rental perspective. Because remember, this is business. This isn't, he doesn't live there. So that gives him an advantage. He can walk in and go, hey, I've been renting this out for 2 years and tell an investor, give me $1 million plus. Actually, he can probably get more than that. But all I'm saying is, for our illustration, he could say, give me $1 million. In fact, he could go to the bank right now and he could show them 2 years, showing them, hey, this is what my rental's been the last 2 years and this is my revenues. And they'll say, hey, you know what? This guy's been getting like $100,000 a year, $80,000 a year. That means how much do you want to borrow? Morel could be like, I need like 600 grand. They'll be like, okay, no problem. You want to get another one of those new properties they're building at the same location? He goes, yeah, I'll take that one for 450 grand. Wash, rinse, repeat using other people's money. It's all doable, but you got to set yourself up first. And he set himself up first with making that move for 254,000 when it was just dirt, making drawings in the sand. So you got to love it, ladies and gentlemen. Simple ways to financial freedom. There you go. Curtis Davis says most people can't see the big picture in vacation homes with luxury amenities. The Cubs and other LMB teams play spring training in February and January. Also home to semi-casino, Scottsdale. Exactly. And speaking of Scottsdale, in March is spring training, is the heyday. So let's put it another way. 2-bedroom condo. March 5th, I'll use March 10th through about March 25th. I charge $499 per night for a 2-bedroom condo. People pay it. $3,500 a week. They pay it. All right? Because it's spring training. Now you have thousands more people, plus spring break, thousands more people, high demand. Some people are going for spring break. Other people are coming for baseball. And since it's the Cactus League, there's like 6 to 8 other teams in that area. You have each team hold stadiums that hold 3,000 to 5,000 people. So the Dodgers, or not, I can't remember the Dodgers. The A's are there. The Giants are there. There's other teams. I can't remember the other teams, but they're there. Their stadiums hold 3,000 to 5,000 people. They're all fans. Where do these, just those 2 teams, where do these 6,000, now all 6,000 people are individuals. They bring their family and friends. So let's say, where do these 3,000 to 5,000 people stay? There's not enough locations. That's why people are willing to pay $3,500 a week for a 2-bedroom. If I had a high-end home, people would be willing to spend $5,000 that sleeps 10 or 15 people. They'll spend $5,000 a week. I know people think I'm crazy, but I'm not. This is what happens. It's real here. This is real in the field. This is how we do it. All right? Just letting you guys know. Let me do something else. I'm not logged in. Damn, I was going to show some receipts for Scottsdale, but I'm not logged in, so I'm not going to log in. But diversify the 1 million with 4 to 5 short rental condos, homes, less risk seems. Exactly, Curtis Davis. It is less risk. Because here's the way I look at it a different way. So here's Marrero, for instance, earning a massive amount of money for 200 or 300. I'll call it 300,000 because I know we had to get the furniture package. So we'll call it 300,000, and a person could be earning anywhere from 600 times 7, 4,200 to 300 times 7, 2,100 a week. So if this guy is earning, let's call it a wrap around, and we call it 5 to 7, 10. I don't know what he's earning. He could be earning $7,000 a month, $84,000 a year on a $300,000 investment. I wish we all could do that. It is less risk and less wear and tear, in my opinion, because I get to depreciate. It's a business. I get to depreciate against, I got to replace the furniture. We have depreciation values, which now means overall my net return is even higher. Because in tax write-off situations, I'm going to have to buy new furniture after, I'd say, 3 years. If we're doing 90%, they're going to want to replace that furniture so we can keep charging people $300 to $600 a night. All right. Eric is correct. I got 3 luxury condos by the beach in the DR, and I only paid $430 for all 3. Look at that. I can potentially get more than $4K a month. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Mr. De La Cruz is an investor, and in fact, he actually bought more. He's already in the driver's seat. So he's buying more property, looking to buy some more. So again, he illustrates exactly he's doing it. Like I said, it's real in the field here. We don't need to give you fluff. We tell you the real around here, and there's other investors in the house that can back up everything. And because once you're an investor and you actually do this, you know what's happening because that's your job. You need to find out before investing. Remember, you're making money from an investment before you invest. So it's your job to find out how much potentially things are going to cost. You have to run the numbers. You just don't go, hey, Eric said buy in Punta Cana, and then just go rush out and buy something. No, location matters. Amenities matter. All that matters. And so that's why when Investment Hawk and a few other people decided to buy townhomes in a not in a gated community, I say that's their choice. But if it's going to stay ungated, and then I say, okay, it doesn't have to be gated, but what's the amenities? So then if it has amenities, that's cool. That's what you need. But if it has no amenities, then you have to start going, well, wait a minute. How much can I charge in this location versus how much can I charge in another location and pay almost the same amount that has all these amenities going on? So that's what you have to start questioning. So therefore, before you buy, you go, okay, this is my projected numbers and this is conservative. Like I said, we do conservative here because heaven forbid if things happen like Victor Marrero, where if we're able to do 90% across 3 or 4 months, that changes the whole dynamics. Especially if I'm talking Punta Cana, downtown Miami, anything. If somebody all of a sudden said, hey, Eric, we're going to be renting out 25 nights, 27 nights every month for five months or 4 months, and we can charge $300, $350, $400, $500 a night, woo, we just shot that out the park, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what could potentially happen at Punta Cana and in some of these locations. That's why it's a big swing. And apparently Mr. De La Cruz got ahead of us. He's ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. He bought his for $430K, and he's just saying he can do $4K a month. That's like $50K a year. So I'm just saying, that's nothing to sneeze at. Now, we don't know the actual numbers, real numbers, and we don't know what he's basing it on. He's just saying he's got 3 properties, and he's just basically, when you talk 4K divided by 3, that's easily doable. Easily. Because we're talking about $200 a night. So if he has 3 luxury condos on the beach, I don't think he's talking about 4K a month for all 3. He's talking about 4K a month for each one. You guys saw the prices. He could be charging $300, $400 a night. He's got luxury condos on the beach. So that means he could be getting $2,100, $6,000 easily per week. So he could be getting 4K per month off each one. Easily. He's on the beach. And it's luxury. Again, luxury matters. You guys got to understand. There's a reason. Just think about it in your own city. There's a reason why people have gated communities. And they don't live near poorer neighborhoods, right? Generally. They don't want to be in that area. So they're willing to pay extra money so they can live in a certain location. That's the same rules apply. People who have money, they don't look at it like, okay, it doesn't have the amenities. They look at the neighborhood and they're like, I'll spend the $600 per night because I know where I'm staying at. Away from any problems. That's why Cap Cana is one of the upscale locations. That's why Cocatel, upscale locations. Punta Cana Village, upscale locations, because they know people will spend more in rentals just to stay there because you feel safer. Security, shopping, everything. You just feel safer. So again, people will pay more. So therefore, and let me know if I'm right, Mr. De La Cruz. If you're talking about 4K a month, I'm pretty sure he's talking about 4K a month for each one. All right, 430. Okay, he paid under 300K for his fourplex in Tampa area. There you go. So he's got a fourplex too? Jesus. Hubby is a real estate millionaire because he has them other properties that I know about and you've discussed before. That is awesome. Man. Well, that's only a potential now, 2 hours and 15 minutes in. And I guess we're getting into the territory. F average, be legendary. And oh, yeah, you can get these at stopstrugglingnow.com. All right. And oh, Auntie Val, thank you so much for representing the SSN Nation at Bow Campers. She was hanging out, ladies and gentlemen, VIP at Bow Campers. In case you've never been to Bow Campers in Fort Lauderdale, not the one in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. You can bring your boat, drive up to the dock, get off at Bow Campers. The boat taxi can drop you, and you don't have to drive there. And it's awesome. Awesome food, awesome atmosphere. You can sit inside, outside, TVs all over the place. And like she said in her video, Bow Campers. The guy used to play for the Miami Dolphins. That's right. So just letting you know. And oh, by the way, if you guys are still here, hold on now. You guys saw that first one. I got to go off screen. I got to show you the other one. I forgot. There's one more. Hold on a second. I got to do some things. Here we go.
SSN fam. I guess I gotta wait another year. Congratulations to the LA Rams. Sorry, had a few drinks tonight. Congratulations, guys. You did a good job. Although I questioned some of the calls at the end. Whatever. You won the Super Bowl. Congratulations. My Bengals have to wait another year, at least. Oh well. We're still the SSN fam. We'll be winning in other ways. You guys have a good night, and I will see you next year in Super Bowl. Yes? Yes.
Yes. That was brilliant, Professor Auntie Val. I love your attitude. I love the message. And yeah, we win in other ways. You got that right. That's how we got to do it around here, ladies and gentlemen. And so once again, thank you so much, Professor Auntie Val. Thank you, everybody who participated in the giveaway. Oh, we had a winner on the giveaway. And remember, since the Bengals didn't win, unfortunately, no more gear for Professor Auntie Val. But her and hubby do have some gear, ladies and gentlemen. And if you missed that video from yesterday, I dropped a reveal video on what she ordered, and it's ordered up. So she's going to have some new Bengals gear coming directly for her. And so there is a winner for the giveaway because he picked the Rams, and he was within, I believe it was 5 points. There was a couple people, 5 points, 6 points. And again, the scoring went something, well, it went just like this. So if a person picked 27-22, I think that's what he picked, 27-22 Rams. The Rams won 23-20. So 27-23 is 4 points. 22-20, that's 6 points. So I guess it was 6. So he, I think that was the lowest one. But as an example, that's 6 points. So who has the lowest points, that's who wins it. So 2 scores together matter. All right. And you had to pick the winning team. So we did have a winner, and I believe it was Laser was the person's name. I don't know who that is. So Laser, congratulations. You're going to receive some Super Bowl gear. The top 2 pages, you get to pick gear. So have at it. You got to contact me at support@stopstrugglingnow.com. All right. Or leave a message in that on the video. But Professor Auntie Val, thank you so much. The videos were awesome. Great personality, by the way. I love it. Correct. Under 500K for both fourplex at Lakeland and St. Pete's, 80%. Good God. This is incredible, these high rental rates. But again, see, you guys got to understand, Tampa wasn't always Tampa. Orlando wasn't always Orlando. But you guys, they built the infrastructures. They started building stadiums. They started building amusement parks. They started bringing in additional reasons for people to come visit. And that's exactly what the guys in Punta Cana or Dominican Republic are doing all over the island. They're making it, movies are going to be made there or have already been made there. They're trying to make it a movie destination for Hollywood and around the world. These guys are doing the playbook of Orlando and Tampa area because they have the same weather. It's the perfect playbook, by the way. They have the same temperatures, the same migration patterns, the same time when people come and stay there, you know, the rental time, the snowbirds, November, December, January, February, March, April, and then about the end of April into May, they start leaving to go back up north because humidity levels kick in. So then they said, no worries, Orlando, when is their premium time? Summer. So what do? They get Kathmandu Park in Punta Cana area, and they're building another amusement park in Dominican Republic too, by the way. So they're going, we're going to use the same playbook. We're going to make a amusement park. So in the summertime, families have free time, they'll come here. So we need condos. We need condos anywhere ranging from $50 a night to thousands. We don't care. We're building them. We're going to bring people here. So they have the same playbook, and they have a reason and an understanding of what that playbook's going to be. So you got to love the DR. In fact, it's almost like, what are the other Caribbean islands thinking? What are they doing? I mean, seriously, it doesn't make any sense. Their countries are out there trying to steal from their citizens instead of creating an atmosphere where their citizens can get nice jobs, nice pay, and things like that. Victor, congrats. Exactly. Congrats. Have to invest during pre-construction, especially close to Disney. My only regrets, not getting another one. Exactly. The furniture package had to be Ethan Allen. That's Mr. Jimmy Buffett's requirement. Well, there we go. Yep. I knew it. So that's why I don't know if the 254 included the package or not. But, you know, that's pretty sweet. Mr. De La Cruz, are those condos being built now or already built? Do you rent them yourself or you use a rental company? That's a good question. I'm pretty sure he does that. Yes, Professor Auntie Val representing. Good night, Boston SSN fam. Good night to you too, Vanessa Comagate. Thank you so much for your input and let us know about the Tampa area and the Lakeland. Since you mentioned it, I knew it was Lakeland, but I didn't want to say nothing. So, you know, but I do know the other ones in Lakeland was the duplexes. So he's making a killing at 80%. 80 times 3 is 24. 24 nights out of 30. Man, and he gets to charge high prices too. Loving life there, Vanessa. The ex-hubby's doing the damn thing. Gotta love it. 2 thumbs up. Tell him shout out from SSN Nation, man. Very proud of the man doing it from back when, just like Victor Marrero started it back when. Awesome. Auntie Val, have a great night, Vanessa. Exactly. Hello at Auntie Val. Welcome back. Auntie Val, nothing but love. Nothing but love. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 2 hours, 23 minutes in. If you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. There's something that I left out that, you know, we were having a little bit fun about the Super Bowl and having the promo videos coming. And I can't remember what promo video we went up to. I don't remember. I think, well, I'm going to start at number 6 tonight because I want to go find something, and I might play 2 in a row. All right. Because we still haven't gone to the simple ways to financial freedom because I left out something that we need to talk about. And so we're going to go there, even though it's 2 hours and 25 minutes in. You guys never know what's going to be happening here at the end. So stay tuned. So check out this video, ladies and gentlemen, SSN Lifestyle. The link is down below in the video. Down below the video in the description, if you'd like to join. We're in pre-construction right now. All right. Pre-construction. We're not building a building. All right. We're in pre-launch right now. But here goes something for you guys to enjoy.
Come on, come on.
All right. You see me on here twice, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how that happened, but I'm in the screen because I need to load something up over here. So I'm going to play another video because I need an image on the screen. All right. So here we go. He's got a good shot.
A lot of competition.
The guy can play, but we all showed up to dethrone him this year. But I brought him something, courtesy of Poker 101A. This is his jersey. And then we're going to auction one off.
Oh, sweet.
So he's got another one.
Great.
All right?
Very
We got
nice.
some heavyweights here.
It's all right. You can hold your own.
David Devilfish Juliet. You know, I'm here at Phil Ivey might even be here. I mean, we have heavyweights here tonight. So us little guys, we're going to have to do something serious.
Here he is, the man of the hour, Don Cheadle. Last year's tournament winner arriving to defend his title.
All right, SSN Lifestyle, and it's 2 hours and 26 minutes in. If you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. Oh, by the way, this year, due to situations with family, my mom passing away and me having COVID and the whole 9 yards, next year, SSN Lifestyle members will be at the Super Bowl. And that means more than likely an event will occur of some sort. But we're going to have promotions, by the way. We're going to be going to some of the or some people will be going to some of the parties there, which is my favorite. I don't fancy paying $3,800, $3,500, $2,500 for tickets to go to a game that you can watch on TV. I feel better watching on TV, have all the food, drinks, and be at a party. But I won't probably have tickets, even though I'm contemplating having tickets. Now, if I have tickets, it is SSN Lifestyle. So that means we can't be sitting in the nosebleed section, right? So I'm just saying. So who knows what that promotion is going to be? I haven't figured it out yet, but I do know somebody's going to be going to some parties there. All right. That's all I'm saying. The Playboy, the Maxims, Maxims, Sports Illustrated, Budweiser, DirecTV. Those are the ones. All right. Just giving you an idea. So let me talk about some things. We still got to make some money, right? Passive income. Let's talk about it. Here we go. Victor Marrero, all three are being built. Oh, okay. Mr. De La Cruz, I will be the first one by October of this year, another one in the summer next year, and third one spring of 2020. So, are you going to give us the name of these projects? Mr. De La Cruz? I know in El Cordecito they have one on the beach, which is by Walla Hotel, which is also by the entrance to get to the beach for everybody else. But there's one that's in Puna, El Cordecito on the beach. That's one I know about. I don't know of any others really, because I wasn't wanting one on the beach, quite frankly. But you can charge more for being on the beach, that's for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to make some more money. That means stock market, right? Check out some of this right here. All right. Here we go. Check this screen out, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can hear audio. Okay. Audio's removed if I remove myself. Okay. Live off dividends. Here goes something to think about. See this 6.64%. This is chump change. 4.76%. This is the claim of live off dividends, right? Some people may be going, that's not enough. Well, guess what? At Celsius Network, you can get 8%, 9%, 10% return on your investment. And everybody knows what I'm about to do here. Remember that showed like 2%? You know what wasn't on the list, which is very, very interesting. What wasn't on the list Let me. This is crazy right here. Let me show you guys what wasn't on the list. And I'm gonna wait. This is saying stop sharing screen. All right, we'll stop. Oh, I got an extra camera coming in here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, StreamYard's doing some extra stuff. They're giving me extra cameras. This is going to be an interesting year. I get to improve a little bit. All right. Here's Apple. This is Apple. Apple, 0.52% dividend. Hey, did anybody buy on the dip 167? Forget that. Forget 167. Did anybody buy when it was 151, 142, 145, 150? Huh? Did anybody? Last month, it was up to 175. You had opportunities to buy when blood was in the street. Don't worry, there's going to be more blood in the street. But I'm just pointing out 0.52% dividend plus an upside with Apple. But dividends like that, you guys know which one I'm going to. People in the SSN Nation, they already know. You know, PSEC. PSEC, that's where I'm going because I want more than that image on the screen. We want 8.71% return on my dividend money. One-time investment, 8%. As long as they're giving out dividends, they're still giving out dividends, by the way. You get dividends of, I can't remember what it is. It's like 70 cents a year or so, 72 cents a year. I can't remember. But they give out dividends every month. So therefore, you can compound every month, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Keep that in mind. 8.7%. And then, of course, I do some stuff that people don't talk about. Antero Midstream Corp. Here we are again. 9% return on your money. Again, Celsius Network and Nexo, which is crypto, you can do the same thing with those. They give you 8-9% on your money. All right. And then the creme de la creme. Well, I shouldn't say creme de la creme because this is a capital company. This is high risk because they're invested in real estate, into commercial properties and things like that. And if you have a downturn in the economy, we're going to have problems. But nonetheless, here is 16. Oh my, the prices went down. 17% on your money, ladies and gentlemen, with ORC. How do you like that? 17% with ORC. Now, we're here in the SSN Nation. I don't know if anybody else is telling you about PSEC, AM, ORC for starters. All right. But we're just saying. Now, as far as stocks go, you want to have dividends coming in. This is how you start your financial freedom because you can have your dividends reinvested or you can just have them sitting in the account. So when they pay you, let's say $5, you can just keep it there. Or if they paid you, you had enough shares where they pay you $5, then it would rebuy another share of stock. So you're rebuying your stock. So therefore, you're also doing somewhat of a dollar cost average when you reinvest your dividends. Same thing that crypto is kind of doing when you invest in like Celsius Network or Nexo. Every Monday, they're giving us rewards or interest on our money that we're or crypto that we're holding there. So therefore, we're compounding. So when the price drops in crypto and they're giving us crypto, we're actually buying at a lower price. And consequently, if the price goes up, when they give us our rewards, we're buying at a higher price. So our dollar cost average is all over the map, but at least we have a dollar cost average versus buying all at one price. So that gives you an advantage long term. All right. Just so you know. So here, I'm going to put something else up on the screen. Mega dividends. Okay, you guys know about Exxon. Exxon prices went up in the past. I was telling everybody, get the Exxon, XOM, when we used to be able to, well, some of us still get 10% on our money. All right. Vodafone, 6.25. See, look, I gave you 8% is all these 8 point, PSEC, AM, ORC. PSEC was with Lumen. You guys know we talked about Lumen 2 years ago. People were like, nah, I don't want none. But nonetheless, 2 years ago, their price was lower. They're in double digits for some of us. MPLX, I don't even know what that stock is. Multiplex, I don't know, but it's 9% roughly. It could be lower. In fact, why don't we go look at this? So I just wanted to put those on the screen so you guys would have a, what was that? MPLX. Let's go see. The stock price probably went down. Let's see what happened. Their stock price from that time to now, it's 8.5. So actually, their stock price is higher than when that snapshot was taken. So Marathon Petroleum. Let me go see something here because their price should have went up. It did. Yeah, oil price is definitely going up. MPLX 8.5. So when oil prices go down, MPLX is going to be a great one when they're over 10 to 15% when their price drops to $20 or whatever, right? So you guys got to stay on the lookout for these type of things. These are opportunities that can come up later. So that's why we have to talk about it. But again, this goes along with simple ways to financial freedom. Because if you investing $25, $100, $200, $500, $1,000 a paycheck, and you're doing dollar cost average, and next thing you know, you have 5, you have 10, you have 100, you have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 worth of stock, and they're giving you 10, 12, 13% on your money. All of a sudden, you're sitting there going, wait a minute, I'm getting $100 a month, $200 per month, $300 per month. And then when you're reinvesting it, those numbers, $100, $200, $300 a month, and it's reinvesting in the stocks that only cost you $30, $20, $10. Now all of a sudden you're jumping. And the next thing you know, you have $500 a month in dividend money coming in. Financial freedom, build slowly, but you can start today, ladies and gentlemen. We have to talk about this, right? All right, let's keep it going. I'm going to wrap this up shortly, 2 hours and 37 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. Victor Morero, Mr. De La Cruz, good for you. Congrats. I'm sure you'll be thinking about a management company soon, especially to manage the October one. I am on the fence whether or not I'll have a company. Yeah, Victor Morero. Like I said, the only reason I'm going to be doing anything is because I'm setting up a company over there to do the vacation rental. So I am going to probably have my properties in there. But the point of the matter is I'm with you on that because I don't see this very, very difficult at all. Panorama, for instance, and I'm sure the guys at Galaxy, they're going to have it where your phone, I've already seen video. They already have it where they already have locks where it's on your phone. So a person that's doing Airbnb, they can unlock it using their code from their phone or on the keypad that's on the door. They already have it. So I'm just like, wait a minute. And you can time those and you can have cameras on those for when people come to their front door, like a Ring. So they already have this already set up. So I'm just like, well, and you can time it to say, okay, just like a hotel, the key and the code works from 4 p.m. when they check in till 10 a.m. when they supposedly check out. So once they leave, they can't check back in or do anything. So if you have people that want to stay there, sure, you're going to have somebody on standby like security that's going to have to come by and be like, hey, it's time to go. So that's always that, but confined security. That would be security on the property themselves. And then somebody for housekeeping, and housekeeping has their code. So you can make their code up. They can go in once they're done, locked up, done, and change the code so nobody can come in. So I don't know if, you're going to have to pay people 20, 30% to do rentals. I'm on the fence still, but we have plenty of time to decide because we're still 1 year away. Mr. De La Cruz, good for you. Congrats. Yep, about that. Ford, PSEC, MGM, COP, dividend amount. Exactly. Victor Marrero, I want to manage them myself remotely. I really want to be responsible for my own bookings. I'm learning about smart pricing right now. Yes, Mr. De La Cruz, exactly. Because I'm going to say something about that. Keep in mind, there's one thing that's going to happen. If you're able to do something like $2,000, $4,000 per month, 30% starts adding up. That's hefty. You have 4,000 coming in and you're giving somebody $1,200. That's kind of hefty. And they're using the same platforms that you're going to be using. They're going to be using Airbnb. They're going to be using VRBO. They're going to be using Vacata, VACATA. They're going to be using some other platforms that exist out there as well. In fact, you can probably even be doing booking.com these days. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is they're going to be using some of the same platforms, except they're going to be taking 30% of the money. But they also are going to be dealing with the people that stay there. They're also going to be checking people in. They're also going to be doing the housekeeping for you. But if you know housekeeping is only, let's say $50, that's even on the high end right now. Let's say I want to pay somebody $50. Well, when I'm doing Airbnb, I just add it on. Housekeeping's $50. That's what people pay when they go to the DR. They expect the housekeeping and the electric bill to be additional. So therefore, since it's normal, I might as well just charge it myself. I don't need somebody to come do it. And as long as I hook up the housekeeping personnel, I don't see why I need to do that either. I'm with you, Mr. De La Cruz. Like I said, but from an investor and businessman standpoint, there are thousands of people that don't even want to do Airbnb. They just want it automated. And for that, we'll take 20, 25%. Simple. I have no problem with that. All right, Victor Marrero, congratulations to you too. You're doing great. Exactly. Victor Marrero's already swung grand slam. He's a F average. He's being legendary. And so he's sitting there. He's already had an investment from a house already that's rented out. He's already done this place that's doing fantastic at that price point, 300 grand, and he's getting this type of rent. Who would have? I mean, that's incredible. The perfect time he bought in, and now he has a property in Punta Cana at the Hard Rock. So he's already set himself up where he already has passive income. He could retire. He has passive income. He's had passive income, but he's saying, no, I'm greedy. I want a second and third and fourth retirement income coming in. So he's about to retire right now from his normal wage type job. And now he can just sit back, collect his little monies from that, pension monies. But now he's going to be collecting $3,000, $4,000 per month, maybe even more, just from his rental properties. And once the online comes from Punta Cana, he's probably going to be adding another $2,000 to $3,000 per month in profits easily from his Punta Cana property. So he's in there. Passive income. So and here's the beauty of this, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, dividend stocks that I just illustrated, the stocks fluctuate, but as long as the company is giving out dividends and you invested at the right time, like if you invest today and you're earning 17% from Orchard Capital, that money that you put in is always going to be at 17% because they're going to be hopefully giving out the same amount in dividends. But how about this? What if they're like AT&T was for like 50 years? What if they increase their dividend amount on the money that you invested? So let's just say you put in $5,000. You're getting 17% on your money based on, I don't know what that's, 17,335. So we're getting what, 35? $1,700 a year on a $10,000 investment. That breaks down to $160 roughly, $155 a month. What if all of a sudden these guys go, we're going to make it add an additional 50 cents or $1. And so instead of $155 a month, it turns into $190. You just now are going to earn more than 17% on your money from your original investment you could have made 10 years ago. So that could happen as well, and does happen. So keep that in mind. Mr. De La Cruz, smart pricing is the way to go, especially when all the hotel data is loaded and available. You need that dynamic pricing than smart pricing can do. The distance can be a challenge. Okay. When you're using smart pricing, that is something that is used on Airbnb. I'm just going to say something, and Victor Marrero hit it on the head. Dynamic pricing meaning you change the price because you know there's an event in town. Just like I was having problems with that lady charging $99 for a 2-bedroom condo during Soul Fest week, while the hotel is charging to sleep 4 people $1,000 per night in a 7-night minimum. That was insane. So here's the thing. On Airbnb, I messed around with their smart pricing. Their smart pricing wasn't changing according to the events. And so I never have used smart pricing. If that's what you're referring to on Airbnb, I would not do that. I don't recommend it, because unless their smart pricing is actually working, which it doesn't work. I'll put it to you another way. I got updates telling me that I should rent my 2-bedroom condo in Scottsdale for $161 per night from their smart pricing thing. I was like, no, I'm charging $500 and something a night on the weekend, $400 and something a night on the weekdays. What are you talking about? 161. That's their smart pricing. So don't feel confident about that smart pricing. You want to be dynamic about it. Dynamic pricing meaning, okay, in Punta Cana, January, February, March, and April are high seasons. You're on the beach. During high season on the beach, you can get $300 per night, $360, $350, $400, whatever, depending on the size of the unit. Smart pricing, if you look at it and it tells you 230, 220, you're going to be losing money. You should not do smart pricing unless you can look in there and you see that it's actually giving you the right prices. But they don't account for a lot of things, like Soul Fest is there, Bad Bunny's there, the Latin Music Awards is in Punta Cana area, that's there. It doesn't account for these little things. And so while you should be charging $400 a night, the thing might be just charging $199 a night. So that lady that was charging $99 a night could have been on smart pricing, for instance. So she didn't realize she was losing money because it never changed for 2 months. It was like, what you doing? It was crazy. Oh, I said it's a lady. It could have been a man too. I don't remember. But we saw our Airbnb listing. So maybe it was a man, maybe it was a woman. I don't know who it was. But all I'm trying to say is that was crazy pricing. And now it's all gone. So somebody could have just said, I'll take $99 a night because I'm not going to get a 2-bedroom and a Hard Rock hotel with its own club, own fitness center, restaurants, and all that for $99 a night. And they're right. They're not. So who knows why it's no longer showing. But I guarantee you her price is raised. So dynamic pricing is the way to go. So you got to study what's in the neighborhood or what the events are. And in Punta Cana, there's going to be more events. So when they did the Cirque du Soleil, that adds more people to the mix. When they open Kathmandu, that adds more people to the mix. That means you got to increase your price. Well, in theory, you should be able to increase your prices, whether it's $10, $20, $50, who knows? But I'm just saying. So you can't go with the Joneses either. So that's what I talked about before as well. What you want to do is you want to find out what the Joneses are charging. So if we're in the same, let's call it 2-block radius, and a guy has the same unit type as me, 2 bedrooms, same amenities, same everything, and one guy's charging $500 a night. The low end, somebody's going, I pay $250 a night. I'm going to be number 2 or number 3. I'm going to put myself, if a guy's charging $500 and the going rate at the hotel is $650, then I'm just going to say $480, $475. Just that little difference. So I'm not going to be the highest, but I'm going to be close to the highest. Because I'm not going to go $250 either, because everybody's going to book that up. I want somebody to take the $250 off the table anyhow. We talked about this before as well. So you don't want to be the lowest either, because once you're taken out, everybody else benefits. And that's what I love to see. That's why I keep my prices higher than usual from everybody else, because I'm sitting there like, okay, you have 500 people looking at a place. 100 people are going, okay. And out of those 100 people, they take out that 250 number. I'm sitting there at 475 going, yes. Because now somebody else wants to stay at the same location. They pick the next one. The next guy's at 350, let's say. And they take out the 350 dude. I'm like, yes. That's only 2 renters. There's hundreds of people, if not thousands of people looking. All I need is one of the renters to go, okay, I'll spend $475 because I like what his place looks like. So I win. And the guy that gets the 500, eventually he could win too, being the highest. But that's mostly after everybody exhausted the lower prices. And just being close to that guy, people are like $25 a night. Hey, I'm staying a week, saving $200. So I'll stay at this joint. And that's how the mentality goes. So that's why there's more than enough room. And that's why you don't want to find yourself on the low end of pricing. You always want to be on the top 20% in pricing. And that's why I laugh when Airbnb tells me, hey, everybody else is charging, like in Hawaii, everybody else is charging $230 a night. I'm like, I'm not. I'm charging $429, $449, $499. I don't even look at their stuff, quite frankly. All I do is I look at hotels, because that's who you're really competing against. A person goes to a hotel and then they go look at it and they see, oh my God, it's $600 a night. So that's all you're really competing against. So then in the same resort location, they're sitting there going, well, I'll go to Airbnb, because why am I going to pay $600 a night? They come see my stuff and it's $400 a night, $450 a night. They're sitting there going, I'm saving myself $200 to $150 a night, and I'm staying there for 6, 7 days, 8 days. That's over $1,000. And not only that, I'm not even staying at a hotel. So therefore, I have food in the cupboards. I can cook my own food. I got a kitchen. I got a patio and balcony, just like at the hotel. But I'm sitting here with additional amenities and not just a pool, not just a fitness center. You got tennis courts, basketball courts. You got all this stuff. Barbecue grill area. And I'm going to pay $200, $250 less per night? Hell yeah. Where do I sign up? So that's how you got to do it. So I don't even look at other renters, really. I just go by the hotels in the area, because that's the only thing that matters. Think about it this way as well. Like where Victor Marrero is. We'll use Orlando. Victor Marrero is on a high-end property. In fact, let me show you guys this right here, because we're talking all, this is reality. This isn't theories. This isn't some of them guys, these gurus talking about you can make millions of dollars on Airbnb and VRBO and all that. This is actual facts I'm giving you, okay? Just to be clear, this isn't all guesswork. So look at this. Victor Marrero's at Margaritaville. Margaritaville, Orlando. Sunset Walk. All right. So I'm pretty sure, well, that's Sunset Walk, but anyhow, we'll use this because they have different sections there. Let me see if they have a rental. I'm doing this impromptu as usual, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is how we do it around here. All right. We do an impromptu. So I'm trying to see if I can get, here we are. That's buying. Oh, they're selling something here. They're selling something. Look at this. Okay, I won't even get into this. Is it the promenade? You got this promenade here. I'm sure it's not cheap. It's not going to be 300 grand or 350. That's for sure. Promenade at Sunset Walk. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me get to Margaritaville, Orlando. After I forgot about all the amenities they added over there. Here goes Margaritaville. Come on. Where is it at? That should have given me. How come it didn't give it to me? I thought they did rentals on their website. I think they do. Let's go look. I don't know where we're getting this at, but I don't understand what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go look. Uh-oh, what's that? That's not where I want to be. Okay, let's see. Do they have rentals over here yet? They do have rentals. Why? Oh, they're selling. Hold on. Let me go rental. That's the cottages. Let's go Margaritaville, Orlando, rentals. Who knows? I don't. Oh, they're on Travelocity. Okay, this is exactly where I wanted to go, actually. This is exactly where I wanted to go anyhow. We're trying to find out how much they rent these for, right? So here we are, Victor Marrero. Oh, we're gonna go this weekend. We're gonna try and go this weekend for a week, President's Week, holiday time. Let's see what what's it costing over here. Wait, we can't go. Oh, here we are, cottage. Oh, they have availability. Holiday Inn, by the way, you guys know I have something here at the Holiday Inn. They're charging $225 per night. That's crazy. Look at this. Here's a perfect example. Look at Margarita Cottages, Orlando by V Stays. They're sold out. Sold out. And people are paying more than $225. Even though this place over here at Orange Lake, they have a lagoon, they have lakes, they have a water park, they have shopping, they have restaurants and bars on site. But look, they're only charging $225 a night, which means I don't have any rentals at this location. I haven't had a rental all year in this Orlando location. You guys want to know why? I'm charging more than a hotel. Because I'm like, if I get a rental, so be it. If I don't, so be it, because the way I have it set up, because this is actually a timeshare hotel. So me losing out on the rental for a higher price, I'm not losing, because later on this year, I'm going to be able to, like when there's the Bike Fest in March, when they have the races and all that, even though they're in Daytona, people come to Orlando. So I get to charge more. July 4th, charge more. So it doesn't matter to me. But all I'm trying to say is Margaritaville is the perfect point. They are sold out and they're charging $600, $700, $800 per night. And people are saying, I'm going to stay here versus these other cheap locations. And look how many of these cheap locations there are. Westgate Lakes they have 3 bedrooms in here. I own 3-bedroom here that sleeps 10 people. All right, look at this. They're only charging $222. And by the way, I probably should have pulled out if this was a 2-bedroom or not. I assume this was a 2-bedroom, but nonetheless, my point is, let me go with Margaritaville and go with the 3rd to the 10th. I won't go holiday, so maybe we'll have. Whoa, that won't work because it's not Margaritaville on the thing. It's looking up Orlando. Okay, Margaritaville, $388 per night. And it says member discount, Travelocity. So that's $400 a night. Actually, it's more than that after taxes. But nonetheless, $400 per night, $2,800 a week. That's Victor Marrero's property. 90% rented. You're going to have to give me a second. It's opening up another screen. So I'm going to show you what that is because we don't know what size unit it is, right? So this gives you a perfect idea of what you can do. So on the open market, V Stays is charging $388. We're about to find out what this is going to be. My Wi-Fi is slow, but it's all right. We will get there because lessons might as well understand. I've talked about this before and I love talking about it, so I always stay long. So that's a 2-bedroom. That's not even a 3-bedroom. The 3-bedroom is $4,000 for 7 nights. You see it right here, ladies and gentlemen. So you see Victor Marrero, when he said $300 to $600 a night, you see right here in the March, the first week in March, he's getting $4,000 potentially for a week or more. Because I don't know his size, but I'm assuming it's 3-bedroom cottage. So that's $400 a night. They're charging $400. He's probably giving up 30%. So it's just $3,000. $3,000 per week. So the man is now, this is even more incredible, $9,000 per month. That's 90% occupancy at these prices at $400 a night. So that gives you an idea. If you're on the grounds for the next place that they're building, you know that you want at least something that's going to sleep 8 people. You know you're going to be getting roughly $3,000. You're going to be getting $3,000 almost for 3 weeks because you're doing more than that. He's doing 25, 26 days, 27 on average. He's almost getting 4 weeks of rental in. He's getting over 10 G's a month. Wait a minute. Damn, Marrero, that's awesome. For one property that you bought for 300 grand, he's like getting over $100,000 a year if these numbers stay up for the whole year. That rental rate stays up the whole year. That's crazy. That is freaking awesome. So that just gives you an idea. That's how I look at things. So now if I own it Margaritaville and I don't want to be part of the V stays and don't want to give up my 30%, then I would sit there and go, okay, I know they're charging 404. So I'm going to have Margaritaville up on my Airbnb, or shall I say, I know they charge 4,300 for the week, which means you divide that by 7. And this is also where people get caught up. You don't go with the taxes and everything, resort fees and all that added. That was 4,300. That's a lot. Divided by 7, that's 600 a night. That's 4,200. Yeah, so that's 600 a night. That's crazy. So when I go to Airbnb and I own it Margaritaville, I'm going to charge $500 a night. So now somebody comes to us and they go, man, I could have paid $43.99, but over here I'm going to pay $38.99. That's $500 less. That's a day at Disney or a day at SeaWorld or a day of being able to just go eat out or whatever. So that's what I would be doing. Therefore, I don't need to pay the fees for V stays. All the owners for V stays, they're fine. They're happy. They're doing 90%, which is awesome. But at the same time, as an individual owner, I don't have to do 90%. I'll take my 3,500 times 2, $7,000 a month, even though we bought it at the same price. But now when you start really looking at the numbers, it's mathematics. If we're making $4,000 times 4, that's 16,000, but I have to give up 30% to management, right? That's 48. That's almost $5,000. So that 16 turns into 11. Now, how do I get 11? I would have to almost duplicate his 90%, which may not be likely. But at the same time, I'm still making, if I make $3,500 a week and I get 3 weeks, that's 10 G's. I'm just a little off. So this is why for Marrero, he said, I'm paying the 30% because I'm still getting 10 G's. So it makes no sense. After I've done this number, if I bought something at Margaritaville, I just throw it into the rental pool just like Marrero. Because whether I do it myself, I'm going to get 10 G's, or whether they do it, I'm going to get 10 G's or more. So I might as well go with the rental guys who do 90% rental. Although on Airbnb, I don't know what Margaritaville does, but I'm just saying. So you get 2 choices to choose from. It's all economics. All right, let's see what we got here. And I'm going to wrap this up at 3 hours. Please smash the like button, and you know why. So the YouTube guys know that we're still in the house because we're effing average and be legendary when we start talking about real estate. You'll have people booking at the end that will pay premium price, especially around concerts and events. Exactly. You do want those last minute bookings. Agree the cheap ones will start dropping early. Exactly. I just need a few more investors from the same area to put together our cleaning staff and a couple of handymen on call. 2 to 3 people can use the same cleaning staff to secure employment. Very good idea. Love that idea. Great idea. We're putting together a syndicate, huh? I like it. That's beautiful. The Promenade Sunset Walk is part of Margaritaville amenities. My home is booked solid until end of April. Even have bookings all the way until 2023. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't understand why, you guys saw a glimpse of it. That Sunset Walk, and there's other amenities at Margaritaville. So people will pay more. That's why when I talked about Vista Cana, when I talked about Cana Rock, when I talk about the beach, it's major when you can sit there and say, hey, you just don't roll in here and just have a pool, a fitness center, and a game room. When you start adding restaurants, shopping, even cigar lounges, running and cycling trails, like it, whatever. When you add a beach club, like at Cana Rock, When you're at a beach club, like at the beach, when they have their beach club, and then you start adding a hotel with 4 or 5 restaurants, you add kayaking, you add what you call that stand-up surfing. You do all of that. You start adding these type of amenities, tennis courts, basketball courts, golf courses. Those amenities add up and you get to charge more money generally. We don't know what's going to happen in Punta Cana, but if you go by traditional resort locations, this is what happens. You get to charge more. Sunset Walk, they're adding Promenade. Promenade's not going to be $350. Let me know how much Promenade's going to be. If you know, Marrero. He says it's $9K to $11K per month. So I wasn't too far off, but that 30% management fee hurts. Yeah, because they're getting 14 to 16K. But the real question is, can you do that yourself? And the answer is probably going to be no. And I'm going to tell you the reason why it's going to be no. At high-end locations, you have this other thing that goes on. People walk in. And in Airbnb and VRBO, you don't get walk-in. So you're going to be able to get those extra nights from walk-in customers. So people will walk in and they'll be like, yeah, we went to go over to this other location. I'll use Westgate Lakes. 3 sleeper. They were going to charge me $400, $390 a night. We don't like it. How much your room's over here? And then they go, oh, it's $500 per night. Well, they were already going to spend $3,000. So what's another $500, $600? They'll say, sure. And then they look around and like, holy smokes, this is upgraded. This is much better than that other place. Hell yeah. How much did you say? $3,700 for the week? No problem. You have walk-ins. And at high-end locations, you also have, when you have Sunset Walk, you have recognition. So now there's people at Sunset Walk having a party, having their life, living their best life. Then they start looking for places around there. Walk in. Hey, how much is this? Oh, a cottage. It's $500 per night. That's it? Hell yeah, I'm staying here. I got restaurants. I got nightclubs. I got bars. I got shopping areas. I got a place for the kids to hang out too. We're staying here. And it's all within 2-minute walk. We're staying here. So that's how it works. That's the mind of a person that's going on vacation. Weddings, vacation rentals for high-end personnel and high-end people, they don't really care. They just don't want to get ripped off. So in other words, they might go, well, I don't want to spend $1,000 a night at Margaritaville, but $600 a night, no problem. That's not a ripoff either. I'm just saying, when you start going into these stratosphere numbers, now they expect a little more, even though Margaritaville has $1,000 a night properties too. That's how high end it is. I do special pricing for friends and family, but I need at least 4 to 5 month notice. Hey, he got the right location, the right place. I can't say nothing bad about that. Thank you, Eric Chili Davis. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Chili Davis is in the house. Go to his channel. He gives updates on financials. And that's why when you talk about simple ways to achieve financial, it's simple ways to do it, but nobody's going to do it. There's not like millions of people rushing out of here doing it. So when I was last year telling people, hey, you can buy this condo for 80 grand, penthouse unit, you can buy this one for 120 grand. People were still like, nah. It's the same thing when Victor Marrero went to go look at his property and it was $254,000, $250,000 for Margaritaville. And he probably told other people, I'm going to get this condo or cottage over here at Margaritaville for $250,000. And they were like, are you crazy? There's people going, are you crazy? They don't see the vision. And they're not taking the risk either. But here years later, he's sitting there saying, they're taking in $9,000 to $11,000 per month and 90% occupancy rate. That's insane. Him and other people took the risk. That's how you have to think about this. It's a risk that you're taking. There's no guarantee that it's all going to work out. But from the best perspective, from the best looking at your stats, getting as much information like Mr. De La Cruz alluded to, Those are the situations you want to put yourself in so you have the best information that you can make the best purchase. And that's what we've been doing with Punta Cana around here for the last year, and the reasons why. And I'm going to end this right here because I always have to end it because he touched upon it, but there's always Dominican Today. They keep abreast of their tourist industry. Hey, by the way, I forgot about this $960 per night. I forgot about that unit over there, $1,000 per night, ladies and gentlemen. All right, in Margaritaville. But I always got to go over here because these guys are just doing crazy stuff. They always have something with their tourism every day. Look at this. Dominican Republic advances historic open skies agreement with the United States. Oh my. No way. Advances for the signing of the open skies agreement. It increases the operations to national and foreign airlines to and from the U.S. cities without limits of frequency or capacity, as reported by the president. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen, so in case you don't understand, I'm pretty sure you guys did. But they're saying there's no limits on frequency or capacity coming into Dominican Republic airports. Oh my. So now you know why. Dominican Republic has been pushing for additional airports. And they already have airports that now they're going to turn into international airports. And now they've been pushing for at least 3 others. There's one that we were talking about 2 or 3 weeks back that they were going to put on the eastern side in the middle of nowhere, as it looks like right now. But you guys already can see if they have an open skies agreement, that means they're going to be pumping in more flights. And capacity doesn't mean they have to bring over people in the 300 plane or 150 capacity plane. Now they can be bringing in those Airbuses all day, every day. The 320s all day, every day. 300-400 people landing every time. Okay, this is pretty major. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of information is the information. See, these guys are doing, they're doing so much to make sure this is a go. I just can't believe it. I just can't. This is major right here. This is crazy what they're doing over there. They're setting this up so they're literally trying to get more than 6 million, 7 million, 8 million people to visit the Dominican Republic. They're doing a hell of a job. They're doing one hell of a job. This is getting so awesome. Marrero, I think it's time to get another unit while they're still cheap, because they're going to be bringing in the bigger planes. Oh no, don't tell me. Well, here's CG. You got expats. They're seeing that this is the top 10 places to retire. Travel and Leisure magazine, those go to high-end people. Oh my, Panama's number 1. Portugal's number 2. Dominican Republic is number 3. The capital of the Santo Domingo, 90% lower rental rate in New York. And the cost of living is 55% lower. Most retirees purchase private health care as they are not eligible for government programs and quality medical care. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's only a few $100s per month. Retirees can enter the country on a tourist visa and then apply for a retirement visa, which takes several months. Guess what, though? If you own property there and you have $1,500, check the video with the lawyer, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. The lawyer, we did live streams. Check it out. from the Dominican Republic, and we go over, and I think I even put a PDF in that shows how you qualify for residency there. But basically, you just need $1,500, and if you own property there, they kind of start getting lenient because it shows that you're invested in their country. So all you really need is a property, if you already own property, and $1,500 a month showing coming in to the country every month. And if you have rentals on Airbnb, then you're probably going to show $1,500 a month coming in. All right. So think about it. This is big time news. They're dropping it all. Number 3, best places to retire from travel and leisure. They just did the open skies agreement, which now does not. Now somebody could say, I want to do a flight every hour. An airline can go, I want to do a flight every hour and bring over 400 people every hour. This is incredible. I love it. I love it. Most expats live in cities: Santo Domingo, Santiago, Punta Cana, Puerto Plata, Boca Chica. However, certain areas are not considered safe. Do the research before moving. But now you know, you guys checked out Bajayibe, condos on the beach. You saw the Las Terranas, condos on the beach. The resorts at least are on the beach. If you want the condos on the beach, well, you're going to have to pay $800,000 to over $1 million. But nonetheless, those are villas. But all I'm saying is, this is giving Dominican Republic an upside. I mean, this is incredible to me. All right, Marrero, better get that second property. Sorry. I got to get another property, ladies and gentlemen. This is starting to be too good to be true. Here we go. It's walking distance from Margaritaville cottages to all the Sunset Walk restaurants. There's also an internal shuttle that takes you around. Oh, my God. There we go, like the Hard Rock internal shuttle. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is why people are going to pay that $4,000 for a week. They're going to pay that $7,000 for the week, the $5,700 for the week. Russians, welcome to the SSN Nation Monday night live stream. I appreciate you being here. All right. They need to increase the flights to Samana. Blue Tyrannus is coming soon and need more traffic. Eric, thanks for the great videos and information. Hey, Mr. De La Cruz, they just did it. You don't understand. They just did it. The Open Skies Agreement just did it. See, there's a restriction on the flights and schedules because of the traffic. And that's the reason why that airport that they were going to build north of Punta Cana Airport, but everybody was all freaked out, which they should, because they're too close. Samana's not too close. So Samana's going to get a lift in air because there's going to be some airline around the world that's going to say, even in the U.S., they're going to say, hey, we need to increase our flights to Samana. They're building, and the thing is, you got to keep in mind, when they build at Blue Tyrannus, they're building other projects there that I haven't went over in Tyrannus area or in the Los Tyrannus area. And there, soon as these places get built in about 2 years, all of a sudden you have an extra reason to have an extra 1,000 people, 2,000 people a month to stay there. Now people are going to go there. And especially when you start talking about on the beach and pristine areas, and it's all lost over there in its own little place and hardly any tourists are there. People like that. And you can walk to the beach from your condo. Come on. People love that. That's an upside, just like Bajayibe, and just like Las Terranas. Those are golden in about 2 years. And now we get an open skies agreement with the United States, which also means there could potentially be open skies agreement with some European countries or Canada. So if you guys think that the tourist numbers are up already, wait till this open skies agreement kicks in, when there's actually next year, when they added another 10,000 condo properties available on the market where now people can stay. Things are going to be out of control, in my opinion. I loved it. I love hearing this. These guys are on point. These guys. Abinator prefers US 10 billion from tourism instead of 10 million visitors. I agree. See, this man is smart. What these guys are doing is smart. You need infrastructure. So you'd rather have 10 billion on infrastructure, because once you have the infrastructure, the amusement parks, all these awesome resort, condominium, villa properties, because remember, there's a property that's being built that has a water park attached to it inside the condominium gated community water park. You start doing that, I'd rather have the 10 billion infrastructure, because once you do that, you will get 10 million visitors. In fact, what they're doing, everything they're doing is on point. It's deeded property too, by the way. The gringos cannot set the pace of tourism in Dominican Republic. Let's see what that means. What do they mean by this? The United States is the primary source market and the most coveted by the tourism industry in Dominican Republic. That is an obvious fact because it is verified by all the meters, all metrics. They are the leaders in quantity and the first in quality. Gone are the days when British and German tourists were the first to occupy the ranking of clients arriving in the eastern part of the country. Today, that is merely history. Wow. And therein lies why they're building all these condos, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why they're building the infrastructure, because they understand who their clientele is. The more Americans that come who like to spend money, they're the consumer nation, the more 2-3 lane highways, the more shopping centers, the more malls, the more restaurants and bars, the right ones. They know American citizens will come, and they know they don't mind spending their money. All right. Actually present these references. Okay. I'm going to let you guys go check out Dominican today. And the numbers speak for themselves. All the metrics I love. All these metrics I love. All these metrics are the reason why I came to the SSN Nation over a year and a half ago and started talking about pre-construction condos. And that's why there's some other guys on YouTube right now jumping on the bandwagon, which I have no problem with that, because we're all trying to lift everybody. So these real estate deals are still some deals. And in case you're still interested, there are properties available at Ziba at Vistacana by the golf course. Mr. Estacio, they're the master brokers. There's also some Arco left. Aria Residences and Resort, or whatever, I don't know remember what it's called, which is downtown. There's also 2-bedroom units still available, and they are $150,000. So that means they are undervalued. They're still at their pre-construction property prices. That is beautiful. All right. So just keep that in mind. And he was talking about they need to increase. We're 3 hours, 22 minutes in. If you guys like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. I'm going to be dropping a video about the BSGG drop for Wonderland, even though there's people who is on the live and they know about it and probably already know about it because they probably logged in. I'm still going to drop that video because there's a lot of people who don't watch the live streams and weren't here. So they're not going to find out about it and don't go in and check with Wonderland. But you got to do that. So I'm going to drop that video. I'm also going to drop the video on $50,000 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo. You know why? Because the first phase is sold out. But they may have another. So you might as well be prepared. You needed $7,500 down on the $50,000. So that's what was down, and then $682 per month, and you were in there. Credit check, no qualifying. I'm working on something because there's some people that said, oh, you can't do this because I got to give up 2 years worth of income, and they check your credit. I said, okay, we'll play. So what I'm going to do is, because there's over 30 people, we're going to be working on the next year. Actually, it's not even going to take a year, but I'm going to be working on an actual banking relationship where these guys are just going to come and be like, here's what it is. This is what we expect. And they're not going to be doing this 2-year income and checking credit when you have a 60% or 50% loan to value. All right. So we'll get to the bottom of that also. because some people, there were some people making comments on another video that you guys don't know about that I released a long time ago. And they were like, oh, no, you can't do that. I'm like, watch. Watch. We're doing it. Watch. So anyhow, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to wrap it up. And, oh, by the way, hold on. Let me have some little fun again. Let's go with number. Let me throw up another promo for SSN Lifestyle. This is the lifestyle you want, ladies and gentlemen. So that one was that one. Here goes.
I know. People call me the champ. That's not true. I'm a champ a long time ago. This is the champion, David Chu. Say hello. David Chu. Hello, everyone. Tell us what's the tournament that you just won a ridiculous amount of money in?
Well, what's the WPT?
Yeah, WPT where? How much did you win? 3.4. 3.4 million dollars. David Chu just came home with. You're amazing. Amazing. Yes, let's give a hand for David Chu. We have David Chu here. Just won $3.4 million. Can you break it 24 with David? How we doing? How's the table? Oh my God, Brett Butler's here. Brett Butler and I have a lot of history. He's the man who got absolutely no cards in the final table when we were together. It was unbelievable. I got so unbelievably lucky, and he got nothing sick. It was really sick. This man should have won a hell of a lot more money. But how much did you win at the World Series, David?
3.2.
For real? He won $3.2 million, and he got absolutely no cards, got completely screwed, and I felt really bad, but it's not that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. You're playing against Glenn Turman, who's one of my old clients. Glenn is one of the great actors of our time. Glenn's been nominated for an Emmy this year for his HBO movie. You gotta come and talk to Glenn. You didn't recognize Glenn Turman as your next crazy? I'm so sorry.
Oh, hiding out on me, man. Oh my goodness.
Of course. Glenn, I miss you so much. We have Glenn Turman in the house, everybody. Tell us about the movie that you're doing. You just did great HBO. You're nominated for an Emmy this year.
Well, HBO put me up for the nomination.
And with all that fun and games, it gets serious when you want passive income because you never know when you're going to find your place. Fun and games. That's what you want. Work hard, play hard, get your passive income, and it's simple, really. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And once again, I have to thank Auntie Val for playing along and going along and getting to her Bengals platform, going to Bow Campers, leaving those wonderful videos for the love and the support. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for repping the SSN gear. That is beautiful as well. Such a sweetheart, such a beautiful inside, outside, wonderful. Professor Auntie Val, very smart, dropping the #1 investment opportunity of 2021, like I mentioned before. Who's going to drop the 2022 #1 investment? We're going to find out. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. And with all that said, keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.